Alright. Hello, hello. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. So, it is time to read some interludes in FGO tonight because I believe there's an event coming up and I think that they put out some interludes pertaining to said servants that are gonna be featured in the event. Or at least I think that was the message, right? I mean, that's not like the interludes would directly be related to the event itself, but it's more of an excuse to go like, oh yeah, here's some like free interludes for you if you don't own these characters. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I haven't really read FGO interludes in a while, so yeah, might as well have a nice little sit down for reading the interludes. Otherwise, I'd pretty much never get around to it. So yeah. Also, I have sort of kind of figured out the issue with trying to use my Steam controller with East Origin from last night. So apparently it's a weird compatibility issue with the Steam controller, which is kind of understandable. Steam controller, or the new Steam controller, is kind of a new controller type that probably wouldn't play well with games unless they were designed to be easily registered with the game as an input method. Otherwise, there's some weird little fuckery that kind of goes on, and I'm like, oh, okay. Hey Mel, how you doing? But yeah, so apparently the weird thing that you have to do with East Origin, which is not the most consistent solution, the second you boot up the game, and then it starts trying to load the splash screens and everything, do not touch anything on your keyboard or mouse. Immediately hold your controller and try to just nudge around all the buttons or analog sticks to get the game to recognize your controller. Otherwise, it will never pick it up for the rest of the session. Because I've tried so many times, like just earlier today, trying to isolate the issue, that like the first time it worked naturally. I'm like, wait, how does it just work like that? And I was like navigating through the menus, I was like moving around in game just fine. I was like, okay. And then I turned the game off and then back on. And then I was like, oh, why is East Origin not recognizing my controller anymore? I'm like, cause I thought the issue was like, there's some weird interference with like OBS or something. Cause that was like the main factor that I was like, that was like the main link that I was like assuming was the issue. No. So without OBS, my Steam controller still wasn't working with East Origin, so I'm like, okay, so that can't be the issue. So then I double check my settings and see that I can still try to bind the controller as normal to my Steam controller. I'm like, okay, this is weird. And then I launched the game, and then it didn't work again. So I closed it, launched it back up, and then just kind of like desperately just started pressing buttons on the controller and moving the analog stick around on the loading screen, or sorry, on the intro splash screens or logos. I was like, oh, wait, it actually picks up my controller now. And then I was like, okay, let me just check one more time. So I closed the game, I open East Origin back up again, but this time I make sure to consciously press something on the keyboard or move my mouse while the intro screens are playing out, right? And go to the main menu via the keyboard, and then I pick my controller back up and it doesn't work. And I'm like, oh, so it has some weird priority thing between like detecting your keyboard, mouse, or the Steam controller. I'm assuming if you just have your regular Xbox or PlayStation controller, it was designed to kind of like look for that input method, I would assume, compared to the Steam controller or something for a game as old as East Origin. So at least so far. So I'm like, oh, yeah. So I finally got around to solving that issue, it's just the annoying little workaround, and I really want to make sure that I got my Steam controller working for East Origin. Otherwise, yeah, like as smooth as the mouse control was with like moving with the mouse and doing everything else with the keyboard, I was feeling a little bit of a hand strain, and it was kind of like the big signal to me to go like, okay, I really need to figure out my controller issue. So yeah, I finally got the Steam controller working, and it's just a weird little compatibility issue because it's just a new control type for East Origin to work with. So that's basically what it comes down to from my assumption. I don't think there's ever going to be a patch to address it, so you just kind of gotta live with it. So yeah, that's kind of like the awkward little thing with the Steam controller at the moment. It doesn't really play nice with older games that have come out well before the Steam controller was a thing. So unless like the game is going to be actively patched and cared for like new input methods and future-proofing for like new OSs or some other weird shit like that, yeah, you're gonna have to like really toy around with things to make sure that it just reads the Steam controller at all. Because I thought like the main thing would be like, oh yeah, like with the Steam controller, like you're gonna be spending so much time fiddling around with it and like putting your own custom buttons for your own purposes. Nah, like the issue just trying to get this shit to work with older games. So yeah, I tried using it with Star Rail and it didn't really work for some reason. So I gotta figure that out, but we'll get around to it. But yeah, okay. Hope we're all doing well, Greenblade and Abdo. Yeah, FGO was alive, just wanted to get that off my chest with the issues I was having with the Steam controller earlier. But yeah, let me go flip over to FGO right now. See, is the audio going through? Yes, okay. So I updated my screen copy to a new version right now. So I was wondering if anything kind of broke or something. But yeah, so the screen capture that I have for my phone has like a new 4.0 update, which apparently fixes like a bunch of things, implements some stuff. Although I need to see what actual features they implemented. But yeah, I would assume with the new version of screen copy or whatever, I'm assuming like just better performance among other things too. But yeah, also wait, is it just me or does this look sharper? Huh. Does it? Maybe I'm going crazy because it's been a while since we last did FGO. 4K 120 phones. I would need a new phone for that. But yeah, my phone's still going strong, especially with well, thankfully being able to keep my phone properly plugged in and charged with screen copy, rather than what was it? Rather than having to do, or what was it, using my capture card, which drains the crap out of my phone battery. No more 3 to 4 hour FGO sessions where I'm like trying to fight the timer of I'm trying to get like a scene or big boss battle done. Although I will say this, the capture card is still good for smooth capture for very busy scenes like the Orc fight. Although that's only kind of like a last resort if I really want to like have a smooth, clean capture. Otherwise, yeah, we just go with this right now. But yeah, let me see. Hey, Setica, back from Costco, the return milk since it was leaking. Yeah, I remember like I had to deal with something similar. Wasn't the Ibuki Doji Final Ascension? No, I remember I had something similar with like a milk carton actually leaking a bit when I was at a convenience store and stuff. It was actually, I don't remember. Did I catch it before or after? No, I think it was. Oh, no, I think it was like I caught it after I went home, and I'm like, well, I mean, like, maybe I could have returned. I'm not exactly sure what the policy was there, but yeah, I was like, fuck it, like, just got out a whole bunch of spare cups and basically try to like, or at least like some big containers to like hold the milk. It was a small carton, thankfully. So like I put into some spare big containers, like sealed it with like a lid or whatever, and that's basically what I had to deal with. And I'm like, oh, I wish I caught that early, because I didn't really notice until like the bottom of the plastic bag looked wet when I was like taking out of the trunk and stuff, and I'm like, wait, oh no. And I was like, fuck, dude, I should have checked. And it's really annoying because like, yeah, like the way that yeah, I'm assuming it happened because like, oh, the way they packed it in when they were like loading the stocking the shelves and everything. All the cartons are like tilted, or sorry, the shelf is like angled downwards a little bit, so the weight of all of the other milk cartons were like pressing down on it. Yeah, it was not that big a surprise that you'd have an instance like that from the weight of the stuff from like the other cartons behind it, maybe like pressing it hard enough to spring a tiny leak. So you had to return some Peach's activity. The box was destroyed. And peaches were prude. You mean tasted funny? Oh, yeah, that sucks having to spend some extra time like sorting that out. But hopefully they were nice about the return and got you like replacements or something, or like, you know, like better peaches and activity and stuff. But yeah, okay. Where's my mouse? Ah, here it is. Okay, so. Which event was this again? Let's see, Dancing Dragon count. Oh wait, was this, what was this? Interludes for bonus servants will be available if you don't have them. Okay, for some reason I was like, wait, was this a rerun? No, it looks like a new, yeah, like a new event. So I have no idea about anything about that event, but we're gonna read some interludes. So we got Taigon Wong, Nikitich, and Da Vinci, Kintoki, and I'm pretty sure I didn't have Edison, but yeah, and also there's a bunch of other ones I didn't get around to. And yeah, I was like in the middle of doing Van Gogh a long time ago, but I just never got around to doing the last two arrows. Because I ran out of stamina during like that particular session, when I was like just trying to like get through some interludes off stream like many months ago, and I never got around to like the last two here. But yeah, hello shelving. Why would you drop kick? That's just Goshi's way of saying hello. But yeah, I think we'll go take a look at let's see. Let's just go look at Taigong's interlude. We'll take it from the top. Investigates a god in a foreign land. Good, very good. There is earth beneath my feet and sky above my head. Energies of earth, metal, and water, check. Energies of fire and wood are looking good too. It would seem the raid shift was a success, Master. How are you feeling? Please, don't hesitate to let me know if anything's amiss. I'm fine, thanks. Oh, sorry, my my chatty's not reading the symbol properly. I can see it on like the Natro Twitch chat, but I think the font I'm using on chatty can't recognize this. What, Fergus? Looks like we arrived right in the middle of town. Are we sure these are the right coordinates? According to our mission briefing, we should indeed be near the small holy grail causing the singularity right now. Can you confirm, Lady Mash? Yes, I'm confirming your coordinates right now, and you're definitely at the mission location. You're in southern Bavaria, in the year 1810. The exact point in time and space at which the small Holy Grail was detected. Deadass looks like Grand Blue's place. I mean, like, it's just like similar, probably stone architecture or something that you would see in like most fantasy settings. Not necessarily Grand Blue. I see. Then we must take extra care not to let the nearby people come to harm. Bavaria, huh? Huh, it's nothing the matter, Lord Fergus. It's nothing. I definitely don't suddenly feel like grabbing a beer or anything. Ah, Bavaria, Germany! They're quite famous for their white sausages. Oh, you really do know your stuff. Yes, I'm afraid you've got me dead to rights. There's so many foreign delicacies I never knew about when I was alive, but I know about them now. Just hearing the name Bavaria was enough to get me thinking about their beer and sausages. The only thing that could make it better would be if you were to pour me a pint, my fair lady Tomoe. That would make it a feast even... Wait, that would make it a feast even the gods would envy. I hand out Tomoe. Oh my, that's very flattering of you, Lord Fergus. But no, we mustn't engage in such frivolities? Not during a mission. Let's save the rap party for after we recover the small Holy Grail. You remember doing all these interludes in one day, you did like 20? God damn. But yeah, we're gonna be reading these, we're probably not gonna get through every interlude that I have like in my interlude backlog. Also, there were some interludes that I was kind of in a rush to like burn through just to get quartz though. I kind of wish I wrote down which ones that I skipped that I would have liked to read, or once I got back around to it. I didn't really have the foresight to put stuff down on a notepad of going like, oh yeah, I'm skipping through this one, but I want to read like these characters' interludes at a later point in time. Oops. And it's gonna be a pain in the ass looking for which servant might have like a promising interlude that might be a good read. You thought they'd be short interludes? This is a Fate Grand Order, like for the most part, unless, like for the most part, yeah, no, you're gonna be in for a long read. It's only it's usually only the very early interludes, for the most part, that are rather short and not really, that don't really do much for a character's development or lore building. But yeah, for the later interludes though, once they, you know, start actually making more, well, meaningful interludes that are worth your time. Yeah, because I remember like looking through Berserker Lancelot's like a long while back, and it was very silly but not really what was it? Silly short interludes that were just complete filler and not really relevant to the grand scheme of things. I think. Because like the first parts of it were just like the early parts of FGO story gameplay design, where it's like, oh no, we gotta make sure we put a fight here, otherwise players are gonna be bored, right? No, we wanna actually read. We don't want filler fights all the goddamn time. And it wasn't until much later that they're like, oh, right, you don't want to fight wyverns all the time? Oh, we could just have full sections of just reading with no battles. Oh my god. But yeah, that was certainly a period in time in FGO's life, or early life. But yeah, I'm glad that they finally got around to not doing that anymore. And sometimes they just poke fun at themselves when they kind of like do self-deprecating references like that about like filler fights and shit. Or more like they're being a bit like meta about whether or not to have a filler fight, if it's like a goofy event, or if it's like that kind of a character we're dealing with that acknowledges the fourth wall and breaks it at times. I think we may have rate-shifted here a few centuries too early for the sausages Lord Fergus is thinking of. But no need to spoil their fun now. Hey, Nikitich! Oh, you're talking about feast? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I understand, feasts are great. There should be one after every great battle. But not for you, Taigon Wong. Huh? Hey, Urban, how you doing? You and I haven't finished our duel yet. Duel? Oh, you mean our Shang-Chi game? Is that what this is about, Nikitich? That's why you came all the way to the command room. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't right now. As you can see, I'm on a mission with Master at the moment. And should we throw a rap party? I would stick around to wrap it up properly. No offense. Coin Sky of Dark. Rap this, rap that, rap. What is that? You being passive aggressive? Is this your way of telling me to wrap up whatever it is my Spirit Origin fragments are still doing in Chaldea and leave already? I take it from your silence that I'm right. Well, fine, be that way. It's no business of ours when or if you decide to come back. And Coin Skylight, yeah. Nikitich and her daughters. Oh, but do make sure you return Master on time and unharmed. Now, if you'll excuse us. Well, you should head home soon too, Taigon Wong. If you don't get going, you'll be getting some of this, shadowboxing. Okay, goodbye, Master and everyone. Or good luck, Master and everyone. Sorry to jump in like that, Mash. I'm done now. No problem. Taigong. I'm loving this energy. It's a shame, Lord Taigong Wong, but you can't stick around for a rap party after all, or after all that. I think you'll just have to let me arrange the feast with Master and Lady Tomoe while you go back ahead of us. Yes, you should definitely do that. But seriously, do it if you know what's good for you. Oh, the awkwardness. Are the two of you fighting? What, us? No! Yeah, I wouldn't call this a fight. Well, stop it, both of you. We're in the middle of a mission, remember? If the small Holy Grail really is close by, then a battle could break out at any time. Wait, do you sense that? Indeed. There's something in the ground. This magic energy signal is currently 100 meters below us, but it's headed this way quickly. Whoa! Lord Fergus, please get ready to intercept it. Lady Tomoe, perch atop one of the nearby buildings and ready your bow. I'll use my arts to evacuate the townspeople, once I have. Master, give me your hand. Take Taigon Wong's hand. Sibushang. Mama. Hold on tight, Master. We're taking off. So wait. You doing good, Internet? Complaining about upcoming skin for an old character? Oh, you're talking about Zenless? I still didn't see the 3.0 live stream for Zenless's 3.0 update. I haven't gotten around to it because I was trying to like figure out my Steam controller issues with East Origin from last night. Okay, this should be a good spot. See that, Master? It's coming. What? What is? The Holy Grail's owner? Taiga Wong already covered most of this, but yes, Senpai. A large hostile is headed your way from directly below. Oh. That's the hostile. And seeing how much magic energy it has, it looks like it possesses the small Holy Grail. Got it. Believe me, this thing is hard to miss. My foot is a little less stable now, but no biggie. As if the ground could be any obstacle while I wield Kalai Bolg. Master, Lord Taigan Wong, I'm in position. Ready when you are. So we have Lord Fergus and his sword up front, Lady Tomoe and her bow and back, and us in the middle. And us as the mobile strike force. Excellent. We can absolutely do this, Master. Then let's do it. Fergus, the one serving we haven't seen main story since American Singularity. Yeah, he's mainly just come up here and there, maybe on occasion for some events for some like goofy cutscenes, but yeah, not really much for story relevance. So wait, that's why you're not saying who? Oh no, I basically, I think I've seen the screenshots and fan art because like, if it's been officially revealed, then yeah, like people are just posting about it. Like, this isn't leaks territory. But yeah, it's more inevitable that I ended up seeing pictures of the skin for Lucy and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, like just, when it comes to any internet complaints, like just ignore it. Like, there's no point in really bringing up like what people are being overly sensitive or picky about for whatever random ass reason. You don't mind skins for old characters because they're cool in your books? Yeah. But yeah, like, I mean, I guess since we're on the topic already though, like, are people just complaining because like people wanted like an S rank Lucy over having a skin for her A rank character? Because I'm assuming that's the case right now. Let's see, who do I want to get more rank for? I need to get more rank for Santa Martha. And let's go with the Holland since I'm still working on him. You don't have to count of spoilers. I mean, like, if they revealed it in the official live stream, then it's fine. The only thing that I'd be, the only thing would be if it's like within the leaks, subreddits or whatever, because it's not officially announced. That's basically it. Like, I know I haven't seen the official live stream yet, but it's already been officially, well, out there. So it's basically fair game. I just happen to not get enough time to sit down and watch it. Bond for modern humans. Wait. Certain pseudo demi-servants, etc. Okay, man, I'm gonna have to look up the wiki to figure out like what all the list of those are. Okay, what about? Oh, sure. People are complaining to complain. Oh yeah, I mean that's just like social media in general. People are complaining about the Unlimited Blade Works collab for Star Wars being better than Wuwa. Just because, yeah. Again, like, there's no point in thinking or wasting your mental energy on that stuff. Huh. I lower it by... Hold on. I need to see if I can lower this a tiny bit. There we go.
夏が来たりて限り揺れて雨が来たりて命が騒ぐ息吹の御霊八脈怒涛
Chance to evade? Oh hell no. I don't have sure hit with this. Is it gonna be a permanent one? Or is it... Okay, it's 3 turns, but... Oh my god, we're gonna get RNG to hell. Huh. Okay, I might need to double check my screen copy settings because like there's some weird audio delay if I try to like fast forward shit.
ちゃんとそうなの？へえ、そう。夏が来たりて限り揺れて、雨が来たりて命が騒ぐ、息吹の御霊、八脈怒涛。
Yeah, I evaded all that shit.
おいで。白兵戦行きます。じゃん。へえ、適当にやっとくわ。
Your friend asked if someone had a mod to add Ibuki Saber. Just told him if there was, he'd be short to go to Ibuki. I mean, it wouldn't really be a model fit for Ibuki, just given how tall Ibuki is. But yeah, I mean, there's probably some people that put out some creative mods out there or something. Excellent work, both of you. Now the big boss is ripe for the picking. On which note, take this. Huh? The enemy's magical energy is weakening. It looks like... that cannot be good. Lord Fergus. Ugh. Nicely done, Lady Tomoe. Although... Indeed, I felt no resistance whatsoever. It was as though I was shooting at mist. What do you make of this, Lady Mash? I'm afraid I've lost the enemy's magical energy signal. I can't detect it any longer. I knew it. Then I take it the enemy hasn't actually disappeared yet. That's right. If you had defeated it, then the Holy Grail will be showing itself somewhere nearby right now. But there's no sign of the Holy Grail anywhere, which means... It got away? Most likely, yes. That thing was practically foaming at the mouth to kill us just a moment ago. Now there's not a trace of it. Damn. This means it's smart enough to know when to run away. We must remain vigilant. It looked to me like some sort of monstrous insect, though I couldn't tell whether it was a spirit monster or a divine one. It certainly didn't appear demonic, but it was also accompanied by skeletons, so who can say? That was a serpent, right? It's very possible. A serpent? It has different names in the East and West, but the point is, it may be a kind of dragonkin. A dragonkin? Where I come from, we call it wait, Jiao? Jiao? I'm not sure. I don't remember what the markings above the letters mean, or how they change the pronunciation. But in Japan, I believe creatures like that are known as Misuchi or Mizuchi. Yes, that's right. I believe they are serpent gods that spit venom and attack people. Oh, I've also heard that they bring rain, since they're also waterside gods. Yes, that's often how they're described out in the East, though that doesn't seem to be the case in the West. I did hunt a few serpents back in Erin, and now that I think of it, I guess there were some that lived near water. I see, I see. You think water's a factor? I mean, this is Germany. Indeed. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. Regardless, we know we're up against a formidable foe, so we should be cautious. Especially since there's a real possibility that we're dealing with a dragonkin. What'd be better is a arena swimsuit? It'd be nice if they can time it, if they give like Rina a swimsuit or some kind of a skin alongside like her character buff and whatever. Cause like I think right now, where are we at with standard character buffs in Zenless? Cause let me see, we still need Rina, we still need Nekomata. Nekomata. Was it just those two left? I forget. But yeah, like a fan service skin for Rina would have like the player base frothing at the mouth probably. You know about 3.1 buffs, but you're not gonna say anything? Okay, yeah, I'll just go wait for like the official announcements or whatever. But yeah, I really wonder if and when they'll announce the buffs, like what the hell they'll cook with, like just in general, like whenever they get around to like Rina or Nekomata. Because like with Rina, she like I think like with Rina with her combat style in ZZZ like so far, it basically comes down to whether or not you have her M1, and then you basically throw out Drusilla and like, basically her floating bangbus. Like you throw them out, and it's basically like an active, or like what was it? You basically treat Rina as if she was an off-field character. So I wonder if they'll kind of like rework her kit to more seamlessly play like such. Nekomata, I'm not sure how you fix Nekomata. Like, you're gonna do a lot of fucking work for Nekomata. You've seen Rina mods with swimsuits, but you want them to come true. If Hoyo were like some other Western gaming companies where they actually hire modders or contact them, man, we probably see some good ass shit from like people who put out like really high quality modded skins for like Hoyo games and shit, but that's not exactly how it works. I know like with Valve, although Valve's usually the exception compared to, well actually no, I believe like actually I forget, wasn't it for CD Projekt Red they hired the people behind the combat balance mods for Witchers, I think 1 and 2, for Witcher 3? Was that it? I think I remember hearing a story about that. But yeah, I remember that some high quality community mods for like Valve games, Valve has like basically hired them, or at least worked with them to release skins in an official capacity, or decide not just skins, but like officially work on certain models, like, and all that. But yeah, not sure. So they probably they gotta probably take Nekomata and throw her into a buffing blender. Yeah, like it really is kind of like it really is like a lot to think on, because like there's just a lot of fundamental things that don't really work well for Nekomata's kit, sadly. So then like there's like a lack of a gap closer for starters, because like most attack characters have like some decent tracking or homing to lock onto enemies to close the gap so that like you don't have the awkward like you don't have to awkwardly dash in to like start attacking again. That and like there's no real focus on how to properly do damage with Nekomata, I guess. Because I don't know, it just feels all over the place, like, especially when you're given, like, a trial unit for Nekomata, you like, trying to, like, flail around and see, like, what makes the kit click. But then just given, like, how a lot of other later DPS designs are, where they're more, where they have, like, a particular niche to fulfill or a particular playstyle to lean into, Nekomata is kind of, like, standard without anything that really sets her apart and has her lag behind heavily. But yeah, sorry, let's go continue. Now, let's see. From what I can tell, all traces of the monster's magical energy have been neatly erased. Perhaps it can move at an extremely high speed. It certainly didn't appear to have any means of traversing the air. It was quite nimble for its size, but no, I saw no sign of it taking flight either. Take a look at this, everyone. There are tracks everywhere from where it crawled during the battle. But now that it's gone, so are the tracks. Hey, you're right. Good eye, Lady Tomoe. I'm impressed. Oh, this is nothing. Lord Yoshinaka taught me much more about the basics of battle. Well, you know what they say. A couple that fights together stays together. Fergus, Man, I'm jealous. So there's no sign of it flying away, and no trace of it having employed some other means of escape. So we've seen G1 trigger the details, maybe forget there were mods. Yeah, some people like who are really excited for or really passionate for certain characters or games like really put a lot of details into those mods, and it's honestly some really cool work. So there's actually a best supporter #1 in the foreseeable future for Zenless and stuff. You know, day 1 characters hardly ever great, but Nekomata is another level of bad. Yeah, like, I mean, like, Nicole's still just actually great all around, surprisingly, just by coincidence. Billy just happens to have a lot of animation canceling tech that allows him to min-max what he can, given, like, how his kit's, like, put together. And A-Rank and B, I mean, it's just kind of there, it's just super basic. Like, it's not really unique, it's just more like, yeah, you get her, like, EX special out, and then you just quickly switch back, and that's it. So she's just like a quick swap stunner that doesn't really have anything exceptional to doing anything, honestly. Yuzaha, best supporter. Oh yeah, I mean, Yuzaha can do a lot of things. And while it may have been able to pull the wool over my eyes, it's very unlikely it could do the same to both of you. We should rule out the possibility that it simply fled at high speed. It would be difficult for it to move so quickly without a trace. In that case, maybe you use something similar to your Earth evasion art. Certainly what I would have done in a situation like this, though I didn't see any signs of such an art being used. So this creature disappeared without a trace, including its magical energy. Alright, let us say this creature hid its magical energy signal with presence concealment, or with a spell, or a spell with a similar effect. It could also have achieved similar results with its spirit form, but it didn't. We can at least rule that out. Now with that in mind, excuse me, Tagamon? Could I ask you a question? Oh, of course. What is it? Well, it's just, how can you be so sure it didn't use a spirit form? Granted, the data on our end shows no sign of it doing so either. But if the enemy's body and magic energy completely disappeared, then I don't think we can completely discount the spirit form. I don't think we can completely discount the spirit form possibility. Yes, that's true. But the thing is, it didn't use its spirit form, at least not this time. Huh. You mean, you know that because... Mash? Is something wrong, Lady Mash? No, it's just that she finally realized. Should it prove necessary, I have a spell I can cast instantly, which allows me to see nearby spirit forms clear as day. After all, if I'd been summoned as a caster instead of a rider, I almost certainly would have been a grand caster. Give it up for the man who could have been a grand caster. I do not fully understand what you're talking about, but a grand caster does sound like a very impressive thing to be, Lord Taigon Long. Yes, it absolutely would be. If we had one around, we could analyze our spells and use them to... Oh, what's that, Lady Da Vinci? Oh wait, what's that, Da Vinci? So Yuza is your support for Anomaly, Nicole's for like everything else. Oh yeah, Nicole can like work with just any team in a general sense. Lucia and Dialin are your rupture units. Yeah, Lucia's kind of like the only one that really elevates rupture units support-wise and stuff. Pondy and Who when you have literally no one else. A Grand Caster's spells cannot possibly be reproduced, no matter how clearly the instructions are laid out. Only the caster themselves knows how they really work. Oh, I see. That's too bad. Well, we already know we weren't dealing with an ordinary creature here. Now, what were you going to say with that in mind? Oh, right. As I was saying, our foe has erased its magical energy and vanished from our sight, all without using its spirit form. It didn't fly, and it couldn't have used rapid movement without leaving behind a trail. Which means the thing in possession of the Holy Grail has somehow turned itself invisible. And is observing us even as we speak. You wonder if we'll get a caster, Taigong? Not sure. Huh, then it's still around here? Truly. You're right, I can hear it slithering along the ground. It's moving away from us, and quickly. Over there, it's headed directly northeast from the plaza. Huh. Wait, something tells me we should be extra careful. What a coincidence, Master. I was just thinking the same thing. So we should go after it, but cautiously. Do I have that right? Yes, please, Tomoe. Understood. Then I should go on ahead. Is there a limitation why he can't? Okay, my knowledge is a bit lacking on the whole Grand Servant part of the lore here, but all I assume is that there's there has to be very special circumstances in place to be a Grand Servant. But yeah, I kind of forget exactly what entails the summoning conditions for a Grand Servant, and also the rules there are to allow one to manifest. I believe it's like, wasn't the requirement like when there's like, oh, what was it again? There's like a threat to humanity like present that necessitates the summoning of a Grand Servant to deal, like a Grand type servant to like deal with it. And I think some other things regarding the eligibility of this or that servant being within the pool of like potential servants to become a Grand Servant of that class. But yeah, I don't remember exactly. It's like there's like very specific conditions and requirements. This is the place. I'm sure of it. I heard the creature enter this building. It is yet to leave. This looks like a chapel? Yes, Senpai. It would seem this is a chapel. I still can't detect any hostile magical energy signals in here, but... a chapel. Given what we saw earlier, it seems safe to assume that the creature led us here intentionally. Now then, I wonder what we'll find in this place. Lady Tomoe is right. Those doors have obviously been forced open. See the hinges? Even though they were made of iron, they look ready to snap right off. I could take that thing out from here, as long as you don't mind me taking the building with it. Please don't, Uncle. I'm pretty sure the townspeople who go to this chapel would mind. Oh, right. Master, get behind me. Probably until Merlin dies. I mean, it's not necessarily that. Like, it's dependent on like which singularity and other stuff we get summoned into that could create the environment for a Grand Servant to manifest. So it doesn't really matter for someone to die or not. And besides, like, it just depends on like what servant gets summoned to a place in the first place. So whether or not someone perishes, like, that even matters, really means anything. The hostile signal is enormous. It's the same one we saw, it's the same one we saw earlier. Let's get it. Agreed. Everyone, battle position. Wait, Master. I think we should fall back for now. Master. Everyone, fall back. Thank you, Master. Now, come on, Lord Fergus. Lady Tomoe. Right, let's go. Lady Tomoe. Understood. We'll meet back up at the town square. That work for you, Lord Taigon Wong. Sounds good. It sounds angry? It's fair because Nemo's technically our Noah from Arcade. Wait, what does Nemo have to do with this? Like, unless I'm missing some off Fate Grand Order Arcade lore, like, what does Nemo have to do with this? Oh man, am I the only one who ran all the way here? Lord Taigon Wong told me I was to serve as a lightly equipped archer for this mission. So I made my way here by leaping from rooftop to rooftop. That's totally fine. I'm glad to know we have a skilled archer who can so easily reach the rooftops to provide cover. I expect our enemy feels differently though. Man, these tacticians sure do come up with some wild plans. I'm sure he had a good reason for suggesting we retreat, since I've got no complaints at all. Aside from how he flew in here on Si Wushang's back with seemingly without a care in the world. Why didn't you run here too? Sorry, but I am a rider, you know. Besides, I needed a way to bring Master here with me. And riding in tandem was the best way to accomplish that. Oh, hold on, Master. We're going to land now. Nemo is capable of being summoned as Noah. You only remember that from Arcade. So is Noah like a Grand Servant? Like I don't remember. Again, like my whole recollection of like Grand Servants and like how they're summoned or manifested, like it's not really, I don't really remember that well at all. Grand Rider, but in FGO, Taigong is Grand Rider. Was Taigong Grand Rider? I really don't fucking remember. Not at all. So, what do you expect that thing to do now that we're back here? Good question. And here it comes. Magic energy signal approaching. It's coming in from the ground in front of you, rather than beneath you. Oh, what was that? For a moment it seemed like this entire area changed somehow. Senpai, we're losing Vinci. We need to hurry and... We've been shifted out of phase. This is not good. I'll spare you the details since it's an emergency, but the important part now is that retreat is no longer an option. Our only choice now is to fight, but I doubt we'll be able to win. Huh? Wait for Taigon Wong's next words. Okay, and are you saying we're screwed? Oh no, not at all. I just needed to hold out for a little bit while I prepare an emergency escape for us. Good luck, everyone. I'm counting on you. Don't worry, we can handle this. So wait, he appears when Olga fights Grand Servant Sinner Header or something. Oh, I know. Oh yeah, wait, wasn't that the thing that came up during Lost Belt 7? So wait, Noah, Nemo, Ascension. Huh. But yeah, man, like, my mind is kind of like blanking on a lot of details right now. So it also confirms spoiled Tez being Grand Berserker, yet he was like an assassin.
大丈夫。落ち着いて。普段通りに。
Hold on for 5 turns. Unknown nature question mark. Aw.
戦いですから。今のうちに準備を。やだよね。タイムを上げる。特別に応援。へえ、そう。もちろん。夏の女神が衆生に告げる。踊りなさいな、騒ぎなさいな。すっきり。尻尾バーン。
Grand Rider is a confusing grand position. Because technically 2 actual Grand Riders exist, just in 2 different FGO versions. Oh, and yeah, like, as far as I can recall, you basically just treat them, like, separately and everything. So that's why, like, such a thing can happen with having 2 different Grand Riders.
もちろん。やります。夏の女神が衆生に告げる。踊りなさいな、騒ぎなさいな。すっきり。ここでまっすぐ。 へえ、悪いやります。適当にやっとくわ。
夏が来たりてかぎろい揺れて、雨が来たりて命が騒ぐ。息吹の御霊、八脈怒涛。
ここでまっすぐ尻尾バーン。へえ、覚悟運命いいねですから負けないぞ。
So you don't really try to understand it, since understanding who can be one is hard to tell and hard as hell to understand. Yeah, the side 2 fits it best like Grand Speed, Grand Assassin, Merlin, Caster after Solomon. Yeah, like I don't exactly have a good idea of like what exactly makes a servant a potential candidate for being a Grand Servant and what the conditions have to be to have one manifest and all that.
運命もちろんそれはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。ここでまっすぐ
Oh, the burrow. The enemy is still alive! Even after I crush its heart, it continues to heal its wounds. What in the world is happening? Now I see. Interesting, so that's the gimmick. No wonder the great tactician from the east was so discouraged. Now I'm even more glad I got to be a servant. Well, have we held out long enough yet? Yes, you have, thank you. It took a little time to tweak this so I could use it in this distorted space, but it's ready now. Here goes. Alright everyone, stay close to me. Lady Tomoe, Lady Fergus, or sorry, Lord Fergus. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this would be your first time experiencing this. 1, 2, 3. Aww. Whoa, what's happening? Oh my, am I floating? Not just floating, you're flying! That's right, this is my Earth Evasion spell. I'm flying. I really am flying. If only Lord Yoshinaka could see this. Whoa, this is fast. I could get used to this. In fact, I think I'm already hooked. I'm glad to hear it. Reactions like that make all the magic energy casting this spell took worthwhile. Now, let's go. So wait, some make sense, some of those are weird. Caster Artoria is Grand Saber confuse you when she appeared in Yuoga 1s versus all Grand Servants. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, once it starts getting a bit too confusing, like, unless, like, I look at somebody's, like, detailed write-ups or check the wiki or some shit, then I'll just kind of, like, gloss over it until it becomes relevant in whatever current story that I'm reading. I'm not a scholar on Fate lore. So that was Earth Evasion. Nice, very nice. I'd love to try that again if I ever get the chance. It was almost as if I'd become the wind itself. I love it! I'll have to remember this feeling the next time I kick back with a nice cold ale. Oh yes, I still find myself overcome by that experience. I cannot wait to tell Lord Yoshinaka all about this. Thank you so much, Lord Taiganwong. Right? There's nothing like zooming around on an Earth evasion. But back on topic. You knew we wouldn't be able to win before that last battle, Taiganwong. Tell us more about what's going on. Of course. I had a feeling about this mission, which I'm sad to say has turned out to be entirely accurate. That thing refused to die no matter what, yes? It may not be truly immortal, but it's achieved something close enough through mimicry. I guess it's a kind of folklore defense, or a variant of such. Folklore defense, huh? Those things are a real pain in the ass, right? Folklore defenses can only be beaten in certain ways. That's right, which means this opponent will be difficult to defeat with brute strength. While there is of course exceptions to everything, it seems safe to say that hacking and slashing at it won't be enough. So wait, you understand, the ones you understand in choosing Orion as Archer, Gramps, Assassin, Merlin, Caster, Artorias, Saber, cause Avalon, Excalibur, I guess. I mean, I feel like it's probably a stretch with Caster Artoria, but I guess because of the whole, like, you know, Artoria Pendragon connection and everything, despite Caster Artoria not necessarily being traditional Artoria. I mean, I guess I don't know. It's weird, but basically, it's whatever the writer dictates depending on the story. Well, damn, I love a good fight, but I'm not much use when it's time to use your head instead of your sword. Neither am I. Puzzle games have always been a weakness of mine. Puzzle games. I don't suppose you have any hints on how we can beat it, do you? Good question. I can't say for sure, but I think that creature wanted us to fight it inside that chapel. I think there's something inside it's hoping will break. Something it cannot break itself, but that we can. I see. And what would happen if we did break it? Beats me. Maybe it's become a true dragon, or maybe it becomes a true dragonkin, or attains genuine immortality. Either way, this is going to be quite a hassle. Ah, good grief. If we thought this minor singularity would go away on its own, we could just race shift home and ignore it. Except... we do not presently have any means of contacting Chaldea. Correct. That creature contaminated the space and shifted us out of phase, which means we're trapped here. We can't ask to be race shifted home, and even if we could, Chaldea has no way of tracking our coordinates. So we'll need to figure out a solution on our own if we ever want to go home again. Taiganwong? You already came up with a plan, didn't you? Naturally. Now that's what I'd like to hear. If you hadn't after all that time we bought you, I'd have punched your lights out on the spot. Yikes, you aren't joking, are you? I didn't realize we had another of Nikitich's ilk here with us. Please, tell us what to do, Lord Taiganwong. We cannot keep putting Master in danger. And we must re-establish comms as soon as possible so we can let poor Lady Mash know that she is safe. She must be out of her mind with worry right now. I couldn't agree more, Lady Tomoe. Let's go exterminate that overgrown pest once and for all. So we'll get another kind of Artoria in the future who's better fits the bill, Grand Saber. Yeah, I remember like that was like the big thing that was kind of popping up all over the JP side of FGO news. That and like all the new fan art as well. It was like Lord Argris or Agris or whatever it was. I'm not sure what the context or meaning behind the name is. I don't know shit. Aside from the fact that that new servant is like another Artoria version, basically. Unless there's more into that lore, but I don't know anything beyond the fact that she exists. That's literally all I know. Don't worry, it's simple. All we have to do is find out what it really is. The phase shift is centered on this town and extends for several kilometers in all directions. So we can safely assume that area to be the monster's territory. Also, hold on, let me just adjust something real quick. God, it's like, you know, now that I think about it, I'm gonna be suffering for the next couple of days. Like, there's gonna be a big ass heat wave that's gonna roll up and everything. Oh my god. It's already warming up right now. It's just the beginning of this, like, heat wave and stuff. I'm already feeling uncomfortable. JP News 2 years ahead of us. Yeah, like there's no avoiding those kind of spoilers for 2 years. Well, because one, like, is gonna be out for 2 years. And also, usually with like the super big announcements, it's gonna make waves from fan art to the big hubbub from like how hype certain announcements could be and whatever. Especially if it's from other Type Moon works that are crossing over with FGO, like that will really like bump up all sorts of discussions of FGO again. And will bring about like the usual comments from the recurring comments from people who don't really keep track of FGO anymore and for some reason have it out for FGO to die. They're like, this game is still alive, or how does this game still keep coming back? And all that stuff. Like, honestly, like, I would assume the operating costs for this game are pretty damn low. So I can see the profit they make off this game from, like, the money, the revenue versus, like, the upkeep and everything is pretty damn low. Or, sorry, the profit's damn high while the operating costs are damn low and everything. But yeah. You know, a lot of those people. Yeah, it's just like a thing that comes up regularly. Although it is surprising, like, just seeing, like, FGO just kind of, like, doing its own thing for several months at a time. Then a crazy big release comes out, and then everyone just goes crazy to wail for whatever featured servant it is. Whether it's, like, someone super hyped that's been built up with, like, I would assume main story, or from other characters from other Type Moon works, or, yeah, that are crossing over into FGO and everything. But yeah, Ibuki's the reason to play and then JP FGO. Man, like, if and when I hear about the existence of Ruler Ibuki from Samurai Remnant, like, I doubt it's gonna happen because they had their time to release a Ruler Ibuki. But if they do announce it, I'll fucking save my quartz for 2 years and wait for Ruler Ibuki. The phase shift is centered on this town and extends for several kilometers in all directions, so we can safely assume the area to be the monster's territory. It's almost certainly a typical local legend, which means we should be able to learn more about it at nearby historic or otherwise famous locations. A cave, you say? One a traveling priest is known to have visited. Wonderful, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Traveling holy figures are a source of... wait. Traveling holy figures are the source of many mystics and legends. Abandoned ruins on the city's outskirts, huh? And you say they used to belong to the lord of this domain. Oh yes, that could absolutely be the place. Authority figures are often associated with notable records and legends. An old abandoned fortress? I see. Yes, famous battlefields do often attract monsters. Well, usually ghosts and dead spirits, but not always. Sounds good to me. Let's check it out. If really Ibuki gets confirmed, you don't care you're getting your MP6. I respect the dedication. Ibuki as HSR boss, you know it won't ever happen because of reasons. Because Hoyo are cowards. But yeah, like, if they ever, I mean, I doubt they'll like go for like an extended collab or like a new collab or whatever, but man, really makes me wish and hope that they would have went for an FGO collab and then went wild with their servant choices or whatever, rather than using the familiar Stay Night cast and everything. But as far as I know, I believe with the initial Fate collab, or the part 1, was to hype up the Heaven's Feel movie, since it's still within, you know, adjacent to the Unlimited Blade Works route, because it's all within the Fate Stay Night umbrella. The Fate route, Unlimited Blade Works, and Heaven's Feel. At least that's the only sense that I can make of it for... Or actually, wait, was the Fate collab announced or released around the time Heaven's Feel movies came out? I just want to double check that. But yeah, so if anything, it would make sense from like a business perspective, but I really wish they picked Fate Grand Order. Or at least made it like a more, like, they made it more abundantly clear for it to be like just a general Fate collab and not just titled Stay Night or whatever. But yeah. I found this on a wall in the cave. It appears to be an inscription. There wasn't much of use in the ruins, but I did find this letter hidden inside a wall. And I found this old book left behind in the deserted fortress. Good, good. It looks like we have all the pieces we need. Can you read this writing? Leave it to me. I've already cast a translation spell that should do the trick. Now, let's see. Huh. Aha, now I see. So that's how it is. Alright, I have the gist now. You love Zenless Video's Samurai Remnant collab with Ibuki as the boss. And like, I don't think there'd be much buzz about Samurai Remnant as a specific collab, cause like, I think like cause you know, collabs exist to advertise, ideally for both properties, to both prop themselves up and whatever. So then like, out of all the things to promote within the Fate franchise, it would kind of seem weird for Samurai Remnant because it's relatively, or I would assume it's like relatively niche compared to just the other parts of the Fate franchise. Whether it's the usual Stay Night, the behemoth of Fate Grand Order, or the newly released Fate Strange Fake. Or, well, I say newly released, but, you know, technically the story's been out for a while, but, like, in terms of the anime timing, I mean. But, or if anything, maybe they could have other, like, Type Moon works or whatever. Like, I mean, I wouldn't assume anything for, let's say, Witch on the Holy Night or whatever, but, you know, just like, something else, maybe? I'm not sure. Samurai Remnant did like about 1 million sales, that's about right. I mean, I'm not sure. It kind of depends, but I just don't really see Samurai Remnant being like the top choice, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like they can give us Ruler Ibuki outside of the game. We were robbed of her in the game's old collab in FGO. I mean, the thing was about Ruler Ibuki, she was added as a DLC, and having played through the DLC on stream and everything, it was a big-ass nothing burger, unfortunately, that didn't really have much, like, lasting impact in the game's overall, like, content or something. So, as much as I loved seeing the existence of Ruler Ibuki, the game didn't really give us anything meaningful that lasted beyond the, hey, here she is and look at her, as much as I hate to admit it. Another chance for collabs. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, like, I wouldn't really put any hopes in, like, seeing any further collabs and wouldn't wanna probably waste any more mental energy on that. Like, it's on the list of, like, wishful thinking and hopes and stuff, but there's not really much point in thinking about it. Okay, to begin with, it's called the Dark Rider. According to the old priest that stopped by the cave, it's an extraordinary supernatural being. Perhaps an ancient local deity or something similar. According to these ancient Germanic legends, it feared not even the wrath of the great Odin. And its ravenous maw was said to devour anything in sight. The old lord of this domain says the Dark Rider first appeared here about 100 years ago, thanks to the valiant efforts and sacrifices of a holy dispatch from Rome. The creature was eventually weakened and driven deep into the ground, where it was then sealed away. And according to the book from the fortress, that chapel near the town square is the seal keeping it locked away. So if the chapel were to be destroyed, the Dark Rider would come back to life deep beneath the ground. It would immediately swallow the whole town, then lay waste to all of Bavaria. And there you have it. Wait, then that monster we fought was actually not the actual monster, huh? So it was just a shadow of the thing sleeping deep in the ground. No wonder we couldn't kill it. Quite right, a shadow cannot be killed, such is the nature of the folklore defense now facing us. So it was that shadow that absorbed the Holy Grail and trapped us here. Most likely, yes. It wanted us to destroy the chapel, which would break its seal and allow its real body to return to life. I think the thing would have just smashed the chapel itself, but I guess it couldn't do that for whatever reason. Anyway, now that we know the trick, the solution is obvious. Why don't we play along? If we can't kill its shadow, maybe we can kill its real body. So we break the seal, drag it up onto the battlefield, and then we kill it for real. There, done and done. Slow down, Uncle. What about the town? Oh, right. Frankly, I was thinking the same as Lord Fergus. You were Lord Taigon Wong? Oh, hell yeah! However, I also agree with you, Master. We can't sacrifice the town just to get to the creature. So we'll need to destroy it without bringing it up to the surface. Oh? Interesting. It sounds to me like you already have a plan in mind, Lord Taigon Wong. Now that's an encouraging look. Thank you, Master. Once we've defeated this monster as efficiently as possible, we will celebrate in style. Yeah, we just dig it up and then beat the living shit out of it. There you are. The Dark Rider. I know little about you, but it is clear that you are quite old as monsters go. Your shadow is bad enough, but I'm sure your real body is on the same level as a divine beast. So maybe you're even a divine spirit. Regardless, it's clear you want that chapel destroyed, along with the seal holding you in place. And since we can't kill your shadow, we have no choice but to do just that, so we can challenge your real body. Of course, the real body sleeping down underground, or deep underground, may not be immortal. But I'm sure it's still quite strong. Yes, yes, I know. I can't tell what it is you're saying, but I can tell I'm right. You don't think I'm a threat to you, do you? No need to tell me. I always take sense for these sort of things. Well, if you believe you have nothing to fear from me, I suppose I'll have to demonstrate your error. The Kunlun Mountains belong to Yuanshi Tianzin. Invested in the fishtail golden crown and the crane robes, unite the heavens and earth as one. An immortal aura, godly and pure, divine Xian of paradise, descend now before us. In my hands lie the peerless treasured blades, encompassing geography and astronomy alike. The 8 trigrams lie within me. With them, I am on equal footing with the divine Xian, etc. What, you can skip that much? If the situation calls for it, yes. King Father of the East, Dongwangong, Flame Emperor Shennong, Queen Mother of the West, Shi Wangmu, Mother Goddess Nua. I hope you can forgive my impertinence for returning your expertise at a later point. Protected memory space. Ultra high speed connection. Force remove target's folklore defense. He could just delete folklore defense. Force connection to the target's soul via terminal. And while I'm at it, from this point on, sustain a target with metal energy. You the double dot. I believe the double dot is supposed to indicate the ooh like pronunciation from that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, like, I mean, just as usual, Taigan Wang is like, what would they call that kind of character again? Like a big Mary Sue character. Like he's still doing his usual shit where he's just so flagrantly overpowered or whatever that he could just casually do shit like this. I'm not really amused. Like it's the same shit during his initial debut, and it's similar shit now, even if he's actually explaining about more shit, or at least like being able to deduce how to deal with him. But it's just like, yeah, like this is the thing that I'm like kind of whatever about with Taigan Wang. Like it's kind of similar to actually I'm not sure it would be the most apt comparison with the other servants, but yeah, like basically when you know that Taigan Wang's around, you know you never have to worry about shit unless he's arbitrarily written out of the story, because if he's accompanying you, he'll solve any and all of your problems anyway. Like the Shifu of FGO. Yeah, kind of like Yishuan, or I guess, actually maybe to an extent, Morgan, because Morgan is actually canonically broken, that like, the only time like we've seen her in events and stuff is when she's kind of just fucking around. Because otherwise, she would literally just solve everything with like a wave of her hand, essentially. But yeah, like it's not really that convincing when we see Taigan Wang do it. But with Morgan, like it's more like we've seen or built that character connection through the entirety of Lost Belt 6. That. At least I would assume, like, you know, from the reader perspective, Morgan kind of earns that overpowered status. With Taigan Wang, like, during the Tunguska chapter and everything, he's just kind of there and kind of just does it all, but without the character development to have us be attached to him and be okay with the overpoweredness, if you will. So if Morgan's out to interfere... I mean, I don't know. It really just depends on, like, Morgan's mood, essentially. Look, Master, something is happening to the shadow creature's magic energy. It's definitely getting weaker, and that's not all. That thing doesn't seem doesn't seem like a shadow itself anymore. I can sense a real heart beating in a real body. Did it work, Lord Taigon Wong? Oh yes, absolutely. I set it up so that any attacks made on this terminal will affect its real body. It's a kind of symptomatic or sympathetic magecraft. To put it in Fraser's terms, basically, I'm amazing, so you should all be impressed. Yeah, like this statement alone is basically Taigon Wong's whole character. Like, it's like, applaud my supreme power, and then just, yeah, look at him do everything, even though you don't really see the build up, and then, so you don't see the build up to justify the payoff of like how blatantly overpowered he is. Like, with Morgan Le Fay, like, we've had the entirety of the lore with Lost Belt 6 and whatever to understand more about Morgan and then be okay with like her particular power level. But then Taigon Wong, like, yeah, like it's still not doing it for me. So then if we defeat that shadow, we can kill the creature buried in the earth. Hell yeah, Lord Taigon Wong. Great job. It was something, all right. But yeah, like, Taiwan Wong is a big show-off, so, like, but not really, like, a charming kind of a show-off. And as a bonus, I enhanced all your weapons as well. There's nothing like true Samadhi fire for taking down monsters. Seriously, you won't believe how well it works on opponents that have been forcibly imbued with metal energy. Alright, Master, just say the word. Everyone, attack! Understood. It's time to finish this. Lady Tomoe is still better. Like there was any contest between the three. Yeah, we can see the character flaws with Morgan and like everything that kind of like played out within Lost Belt 6. Ignore defense up. I should wait. What does this do again? Seal divine demonic for yourself. Oni gamer wife and best one. Oh yeah, like I'm not gonna bother like utilizing Taigon Wong because I'm just going with a tried and true like arts team. Although I want to see how strong the defense up is here. Oh no, we're good. Okay, I might have fucked up a little bit.
れはいつか
You
来
do
る
the
兆
same when
し
they
の
force to have servants that don't work with the
誰に
strats
呼ば
to
れるまで
sleep?
も
Yeah, basically.
あなたは星
But
を
maybe
渡
if
さ
I
ずし
don't remember if Title Long had an AoE. I don't remember if he had an AoE Noble Phantasm or not, because it's been a while since I've actually used him properly. But yeah, I didn't feel like bringing out my Scotty because I just want to use my level 120 Ibuki. But yeah, after so long, I finally got her level 120, so I'm thankful. Still need to get her to Bond 15 though, so that's still a work in progress. Yeah, it's an AoE MP? Okay. But yeah, I was too lazy to bring in my Scotty, sadly. Laziness and favoritism toward arts looping prevails. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Senpai? This is Magic Curie Light. We just now managed to restore our comms. What's the situation? Are you alright? Hi, Mash. We're fine. 120 is hell? Yeah, I mean, it's not... But yeah, it is kind of hell, but it's mainly just like something you just passively acquire through just daily farming, essentially. So you don't really think too much about it, and basically just save your teapots for the what was it? Save teapots for Ordeal Call nodes, and then just save up your storm pots to blow through them then and there. But yeah, right now I'm just focusing on fighting King Protea for one node because I need the Yggdrasil seeds, and it's like a one wave battle because it's just King Protea to fight. So I basically because I had to find out a way to remove, what was it? I had to find out a way to remove Casta Artoria from my farming comp because she is Bond level 15, and there's no... we don't have the update yet that allows Bond 15 servants in the party to boost up the bond of everyone else. So yeah, I'm doing like a dual DPS team with to basically one turn King Protea. I have like Ibuki and Summer Casta Artoria to do the job. And I'm actually using Caster Gilgamesh as the arts buffer, funnily enough. Because like, I'm like, there has to be so many of the buffs arts, because I already have Tamamo maxed out, Caster Artoria maxed out, so I'm just like, damn, who else is left at this point? In fact, the Holy Grail just appeared. Hey, yeah, there it is. Great job. All right, go ahead and start the retrieval process, if you wouldn't mind. Ever the slave driver when it comes to heroic spirits, I see. I wouldn't have it any other way. So NA finally got Scotty Lancer buff, can do 4 mil on NA. Time to kill any nodes that aren't archers now. So sorry if you say Scotty used to saying that with the class. I mean, like, just call her Skahawk, like, because they are two different servants for all intents and purposes. So yeah, it's just completely wrong to just say Scotty like that. Activating Holy Grail Retrieval Mystic Code. Since Lady Mash is not here to do the honors this time, I hope you do not mind if I collect it in her stead. Go for it, and let me know if you have any questions, okay? Not to worry, I took the time to read the manual from cover to cover before we left for this mission. I'm so glad you're okay, Senpai. I really want to ask you all about what happened, but I'll wait until things have calmed down. For now, congratulations on another job well done. Thanks, Smash, but you should save the questions for Taigon Wall. Oh, what's this about, Taigon Wong? Ah, so you knew, huh? I could tell you were serious about the impertinence part. You pushed yourself really hard, didn't you? It's true. I did. I'm sorry, Master. I didn't want to worry you, but I'm afraid I got carried away and may have overdone it a little. I won't be coughing up blood or anything like that. But if I'm being entirely honest, I could use a full day or so in the recovery pod. It's that serious? Couldn't you have defeated that thing without pushing yourself so hard? Well, you know. The thing is, even I like to show off every now and then. You like to show off every fucking time! That's it. Nah, blushing won't get you out of this one, sir. That really is all there is to it. Yeah, still not, like, convinced with Taigon Wong as a character, because he's too much of a Mary Sue. Like, does it all, and even if they try to instill that character flaw of him, like, hiding the pain like that, like, we don't really see, like, maybe you can argue he's too good at hiding the strain and whatnot, but, like, from the reader perspective, like, he's literally just saying shit, and we don't, like, basically show, don't tell. So, yeah, like, it's still not really impressing. Yeah, he's, like, talking out of his ass all the time, and I'm just like, I know they want us to, like, care for, or at least recognize the talents of Taigon Wong or whatever, but it's still not really doing anything that's really, like, it's not emotionally moving, there's no interesting lore or whatever, it's just Taigon Wong using his, like, fancy arts, and he can just do it all. Like, without any fun build-up or hype or just anything, really. He is hurt, he got a headache. I mean, like, I'm sure we can take him at his word that is much more serious than that, but, like, yeah, it is silly that it's just, like, we don't see him trying to hide the strain or something, you know? But even then, like, even if he does show, like, a moment of at least internal weakness or whatever, yeah, they just don't really... Alright, let's go along with Nikitich now. Oh, well, shit. Oh, you know what? Wait, I got the perfect pairing for this. There we go. Mother-daughter is going to jump in Archer. I have no idea whether or not this would be like a single target or an AoE wave that we'll have to clear or whatever. Like, I'm just going in blindly. Oh, okay, we're just jumping straight in. No context. Flying Manito mimicry. Oh, that's a lot of buffs.
我が輝けるブズよ。そのように。はいどうぞ。こちらの話でイノベーション始めます。完全配列よろ
I
しく
forget, was this single target? No, it's AoE. AoE with defense ignore.
ご用件はいかほど。まあよし。目覚めよ三刀流爪五類にしてとどめだ。目障りですね。目障りですね。
Ow. Ow. Huh.
そのように。失礼。いかこちらの話です。できるぞ。まあ大胆。そうスタート。行くぞ。
Oh, come on, I missed the 10%. I missed the 90% crit. Oh, fuck off with that.
イノベーション始めます。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。できるぞ。そう
It's the missing 90%.
自由に振る舞いすぎたようです。チャンバラ上等ガンガン行くわ。はいどうぞ。よしよし。よかできるぞ。いいぞ。目覚めよ三刀流爪五類にしてとどめだ。とにゃっ勝利は母に捧ぐ。二拳一流夏のせいってね。やりましたもん。まあ大胆。
You expect that from your archer? It is 100% accurate, it's 50%.
チャンバラ上等ガンガン行くわ。峰打ちご機嫌。やりましたもん。純逆自在せい。よーし褐色の日差し。
Oh yeah, the one life guts is like, it's kind of troll, honestly.
最高。
Lightning bolts incoming. I know. Bring it. Nikitich. Directed on Nikitich. Scanning your spirit origin to assess the damage. Senpai, please have a healing mystic code ready. This is nothing. Heh, A lightning bolt or two is nothing to a true, bogatir. And that goes for you too, foreign bogatirs of Chaldea. Now, pick up your jaws off the floor and stand tall. Hey, can you blame us? I still don't get how you're standing, let alone unharmed. Such a huge lightning bolt from a phantasm with a holy grail should be enough to vaporize a spirit origin. Hell, we only got caught in the blast and I'm still recovering. No, Locusta. I'd be dead right now if not for my mushrooms. Thank you, my special sacrificial substitution mushroom. It took 800,000 QP to raise you, but you did your job well. 800 what? Farewell, my beloved mushroom. Farewell. Are you seriously saying goodbye to a mushroom? Also, is there anything those mushrooms can't do? What do you care, kid? I'm out of stock now. Anyway, now, go on. Get out of here. There are no mushrooms for you here. I don't want any. Heh, I like the energy. As long as you have the spirit, most things will work out. Hey, yeah, you're right. As long as I keep my spirits high, there's much room for positivity. Oh no, you did. Did you just say mushroom? Yes. Alright, let's go. Come, my faithful steed. Okie dokie, boss. Ride in style. I'm going on ahead. You two stay here. Keep your spirits high and figure something out. Nikita just taking flight on her, steed. It looks like she's engaging the enemy again. You two, keep Nikita covered. We're stopping that bird here and now. Damn, we're using all command spells on everyone. You got it. Roger Dodger. Listen up, Manito Mimicry, lord of this minute singularity. No more of the fear and confusion you bring. There's no room for mystics in this land. It's time for you to go back to sleep. Oh boy, it did not like that. Oh, this fucking dragon. Although, what exactly are you going to do, boss? You can't use your lance in that spirit origin, right? Nope, doesn't really work well with this body. So instead of me just using my lance, the three of us are going to take it down together. Huh, what's that sound? Is something else headed this way? Oh, whoa! Ah! Hey, cut this out, or at least get us out of its way before it slams us into that damn bird. How am I gonna do that without any wings? The only reason we're kind of flying right now is because my special mushrooms are expelling spores to propel us like jets. There's no way to steer or stop. Ah, damn it. Guess we just had to use those heroic spirit mystic codes that let you walk on air. No, never mind, it's too late for those. Alright, fine. Nikitich, we're gonna keep going like this, got it? Fine with me. Wash away sin and gaze upon the sun. Come, three-headed dragon. Oh. I'm not gonna try to butcher the Noble Phantasm names, I'm sorry. Do we get him? We got him! High density magical energy signal confirmed. It's the Holy Grail. Hey, we did it! Then using up my special mushrooms was worth it. The Holy Grail that had been embedded deep inside a Manito Mimicry spirit origin must have emerged after you defeated it. Great work, everyone. Your minor singularity mission is complete. Locusta, would you go ahead and use your custom mystic code to retrieve the Grail? Oh, that thing you gave me right before the race, shift. Sure. Great, thank you. I'll start bringing you back right now. Great work, everyone. Same to you. Likewise. Oh, Nikiti? Huh? What's up? Nikitich? Oh. What is it? Don't ask us, you're the one acting like a cat that just munched on an onion. Are you nuts? That would kill it! Oh, what about grapes then? That's no better, stop trying to kill that poor cat! What did it ever do to you? Huh? I wasn't trying to kill anything, besides, you're the one always picking on dogs. Anyway, I'm not Okita, so stop treating me like her. Wait, what did Okita do? What are you even talking about? No abusing animals, either of you. I swear, I still can't tell if you two love or hate each other. Anyway. Can you tell us what's wrong, Nikitich? Okay. I know we're supposed to go back now, but do you think we could wait just a teeny tiny bit? A teeny tiny bit? A teeny tiny bit? Yeah, singularities don't disappear the instant you retrieve the Holy Grail, right? So, if we stop some time until it's repaired, there's some business I'd like to take care of. Business? Yes. By the way, Mash, you said a lot of servants were compatible with this minute singularity, right? Yes, that's right. While not all of our servants could go there, most of them were highly compatible. And of course, you three were selected because your compatibility rating was the highest. Good, all the more reason. There's something I want to do here. No, something I have to do here. Kirby? Yes? Here in the singularity, I want to make Dragon Hot Pot. Well, I mean, that is the name of this interlude. Huh? Did you not hear me? I said, I want to make Dragon Hot Pot. Huh? Mother Kitty looking to cook for her daughters. This is like something you'd see in Delicious in Dungeon or Dungeon Meshi. Whichever title you're more familiar with. But, oh my god. You know what, I think if we want to make this a bit more easier, I think I'm just gonna straight up bring in Oberon, because we could just use his buff to power through this. Also, I think we can bring in Skahawk for extra, for a high rarity servant. Someone with 5 cats, you understand the hunger. That'd be good, and depending on what's used to cook it. I mean, like, it all comes down to preparation. Oh, Dragon, where are you, Dragon? I'm sorry to say this is after you follow that powerful magical energy signal we detected in the mountains. But I'm still not sure if it belongs to the kind of dragonkin you're looking for. I'm sorry, Nikitich. Don't worry about it. I'm the one asking for a big favor. Heh, come on out so we can make you into a Hot Pot Dragon. So, Dragon Hot Pot. Can't say I know much about that. I'm guessing it's some kind of cuisine. Do you even have a brain rattling around that skull? Have you gotten any idea what would happen to you if you ate something as dense in magical energy and mystics as dragon meat? Wait, time out. Why is the I capitalized in if right here? One bite and you'd be a goner. The light of wisdom would shine from your eyes. Your heart would glow with its own magical reactor core. You'd be reborn into a new, all-powerful being, wrapped in an impervious armor except for your one weak point, the leaves on your back. So no, I'm thinking this dragon hot pot is just hot pot made from dragon scales. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You gotta figure dragon meat must be pretty tough. The scales, I bet, would be even tougher. Is she right, Nikitich? You want to make a pot out of dragon scales? Nope, I'm cooking hot pot with dragon meat. So you really did mean literal dragon hot pot? Yep, but making a pot from dragon scales is an interesting idea. Hear that, kid? She thinks my idea is interesting. Eat it. Why, you little... whatever. All that aside, I have to wonder, I know humans can't eat dragon meat, but can servants? That's a good question. Also, I forget, can you actually bring stuff back from singularities? Huh. You know, with all the interludes featuring everyone right now, I wonder how this will feed into the next event, if this is supposed to foreshadow things that we should keep in mind. Bringing stuff back from singularities, whatever the fuck Taigon Wong's done, or maybe them reminding us about folklore defense? I'm not sure. Yes, as long as you do it in small quantities. It does use up a lot of processing power though, so you don't recommend it, huh? Well, I guess we can at least bring back enough meat to fill a bag. No. Huh? We're making our hot pot out of a whole dragon. It's so yummy. Damn. So, does that mean you're going to make a big hot pot with dragon meat right there in the singularity, Nikitich? That's right. It's not a special occasion or anything. I just thought it would be a good idea. This minus singularity has phantasmals and almost every servant can raise shift here. That makes this the perfect opportunity. Oh, we're making a big dragon hot pot feast for nearly everyone. Dear God. The interlude does foreshadow Lancer, Nikitich. Oh yeah, the dragon did mention the lance and stuff. So wait, you're thinking they'd be hunting for Draco? Wait. Oh, wait, let me guess. You want to do Sunny Ice for the Koinskayas? Aw, she blushed. Huh, you're a perceptive one. Okay, hold on, let me just do this real quick. There we go. Yep, got it in one. I want to give them a present. My darling Yaskayas have grown up so much, but haven't been able to do anything for them. We're all hollow shadows that happen to have guided in Chaldea. I don't know if there's any point to our coming together. But whether there is or not, they're still my Yaskayas, my children. And if this is all just one big dream we shadows are having, I still want to show them I love them. Nikitich. Aha, okay. I see how it is. You want to make something really yummy for your daughter since you haven't seen them in a long time. Exactly. How are you not cool with that outfit? If I remember correctly, like, servants just aren't, like, they legitimately aren't bothered by wild temperatures and everything. Or at least, like, mild, well, to their standards, temperatures. Just because they have servant bodies or whatever. I mean, technically servants in general don't need to eat, let alone be bothered by weather conditions, unless it's like severe enough to affect a servant's like body in general. Then in fan service. Oh, now I see. Okay, I'm on board. Yeah. Resistance to cold, maybe having a dragon or something. I mean, I don't remember exactly everything she has like passive skill wise, but for the most part, it's just like an innate thing with all servants, if I recall correctly. I think. Hey boss, there's a pack of something headed this way from real high up. They're out for blood too, so we got a fight in our hands. Mash, please confirm. Right, I'm picking up multiple hostiles on approach from above. Please be careful. Alright, let's do this. I hope one of them is a nice big dragon. Either way, we'll just have to beat them first. Let's go, Locusta. Huh? Don't treat me like your partner. Yeah. Get ready to fight. Yeah! Having Dragon hotpot with Dragon is kind of fucked up. No, I'm sure Dragon is all for it. Here they come. Some dragons do tend to eat meat or eat each other for territory. I mean, like, I would assume that like they'd still like, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the fantasy setting in general. Well, shit. Those were wyverns. I guess they're technically dragonkin, but I don't know. What do you think, Lady Nikitich? Wyvern hotpot just doesn't have the same ring, does it? Nope, but I'm not about to waste good quarry. These will still make for good eating. I'll dress them up real quick and have my steed carry the meat. Aw man, do I have to? Oh, that looks really heavy. We're only gonna be able to hunt and dress these things so many times. Singularities don't usually stick around too much once their holy grail has been collected, right? Yes, that's true, so even if it's just a minute singularity, I can't recommend you stay there very long. Heh, looks like you're doing something interesting. I wouldn't stay more than half a day if I were you, though. Let's see, it's mid-afternoon, so make sure you're back by dawn tomorrow. Half a day, huh? Heh, that's plenty. You really think we can eat this much meat in only half a day? Sure, this is nothing. I can put all this away just on my own, no problem. Wow, you're really something else, Nikiti. What a hearty appetite! I love it! Well, I for one would be happy to humbly assist you. Heh, maybe I'll make a mushroom and wyvern sauté. Did we bring any butter? We can see which people like more, your dragon hot pot or my mushroom cuisine. Haha, I like that. Okay, next up we're going to look for something with lots of magical energy. Are we gonna make hot pot using the holy grail? Oh. Big dragon wyvern. It's technically not a. I don't think it's any of those, if I remember correctly. Isn't it just a big ass serpent? Or I forget the categorization. Oh my god, this sucks. Like the fact that Nikitich is only level 70. That's so fucked up. I don't have one of my own, so like it's so messed up that they only give you a level 70 at Nikitich. They're picking any dragon, any enemy that looks like a dragon. I mean, that's the whole purpose of this. Like, we're trying to go scavenge around for, like, some, or for dragon meat, but we're just bumping into, like, the big enemies that would be similar, or that's, like, not exactly it. Defense up! What? Right, it does that fucking bullshit of removing everything. Oh my god. It's so dumb. Lance and Nikiti with all this. I mean, like, if Nikiti's was just, like, level 80 at the very least, I'm missing a lot of the base stats here. Oh, and I fucked up. Well, shit. god. Okay. This is so ass. Like, the fact that... I mean, like, the whole point is to upgrade Nikitich's, like, Noble Phantasm, because that's literally the quest reward for doing this. But, oh my god, this is actually so ass. I'd be much better out just using my own fucking... let me see. My own, like, Ibuki to do this. And now that we know... we can just use an ignore defense CE. Probably this one? Was there any that gives you... starting NP anywhere? No. Okay, it would just be this one then. Sadly, I wasn't able to get, like, the 5th copy of this to Limit Break. It would be kind of nice. Oh, right. I should have had... oh my god. I should have had Ibuki on front to receive the dragon bonus. It's so annoying. That's frontline only. I hate having to deal with shit like this. It's so tedious. Like, if we're gonna have a force support, make them actually survivable to use. That and like the fact that like they're under, like, she's under leveled and we're up against a large monster and with a servant that has an AoE NP instead of a single target for situations like this. It's just like nothing but suffering. But yeah, I need to be careful actually, because we're gonna have our buffs dispelled after this, so we just need to go with the bare minimum. I need to leave the other coin Skyos buffs available. Oh my god, Ibuki actually defended against the buff removal. Wait, that's crazy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Ibuki really did just say screw that shit. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can have we still have a fight. God damn it. Okay, you know what? Wait, hold on. At this point, But let me just use my Caster Torian Berserker or Summer Ibuki. And just in case some shenanigans come out, I'm gonna get Ignore Invincible. The battle's over! Great work, everyone! Can we really make Dragon Hot Pot out of this? These qualify as Dragonkin, technically. They don't look like a good fit for Hot Pot to me, though. What a coincidence, I was just thinking the same. They did have an almost divine air about them, but... their meat isn't quite right. Aw, too bad. I think this would taste better oven roast. Oh wait, I think this would taste better oven roasted than boiled. A stone oven. A stone oven would be perfect for this. I can make the best tandoori naga you've ever tasted with that. Tandoori naga. Huh. What oven where? Stone oven. I mean, stone ovens are a thing, but but yeah, we can totally have a cooking series with Fate. I was like, oh wait. we do still have that cooking spin-off with Cooking with Emiya or whatever it was. But not with Fate Grand Order. A few hours slow roasting this in a stone oven and it'd go perfect with mushrooms. Perfect with mushrooms? Don't you mean mushrooms would go perfect with it? Excuse you? Master, did you hear this idiot blasphemy? The sacred mushroom, the very foodstuff of the gods, a mere garnish. Nothing worse than a kid who doesn't know what anything's worth. I should feed you a toadstool to end your ignorance forever. You could call me a kid, but you're not much bigger than... Huh? That didn't take long. Nikiti, Master, we got another enemy. Strong magical energy signal incoming. It's definitely hostile. It's only a single entity, but it looks very big. Please be careful. Yes, I know. It's definitely big. It must have followed the scent of its fellow dragonkin here, which means... Oh. Big. I see it as well, confirming. It's a very large dragonkin. Please be careful, everyone. This is no ordinary foe. Not a problem. Sure, it's very big, but it still only has one head. I've already taken down a 3-headed dragon, so this should be nothing. Let's go, Master, Satanta, Locusta, my steed. We're going to defeat this dragon, and then we're going to use it to make a delicious hot pot. Maybe we need one for FGO. Maybe we would be allowed to play as any of the servants who can cook. Who can cook? It will be an alternative. Wandering Dragon. Yeah, we're swapping you. Doesn't look flight capable. I mean, it's got wings. That's close enough. Confusion. Oh.
りますわ。適当にやっとくわ。見栄はいらぬと申しても、夏の暑さに喉カラカラ。息吹の御霊、八脈怒涛。ありがとうございます。皆さんのおかげです。
Yeah, the mushrooms. Get it, Nikiti. I can do this! Hostile signal terminated. The battle's over. Great work, everyone! We did it. Man, I'm exhausted. I guess we've been fighting a lot of battles back to back. I don't mind though. It was a good challenge. Well, I guess it might have been kind of tough for a more cultural heroic spirit to keep up with, but me? Nah. Huh? Could you knock it out with the whole peppy jock thing? I can't stand it. What are you talking about? And what do you mean, jock? Guess you can give the coin skies the present you want now. Oh, but then again, I guess the real work of making the dragon hot pot starts now. Exactly. I finally have the ingredients I wanted. Heh, time for the Dragon Slayer, that's me, to show you just how tasty dragon can be. What can I do to help? Thanks, but actually, you're going to sit this one out. You can watch though. Maybe one day you'll make your own very dragon hot pot. But as for what you can do right now... okay, you can set the table. I'll take care of all the dressing and the cooking. Aw, come on! That's final. It's not just for the Yaskayas. It's for you too. Aw, you seem to be resistant to poison, so you should be able to handle dragon meat. Damn. And I want to do something to show I love you too. Oh? You're on a journey, one you're determined to see to its end. You may not be my child, but I love you all the same, Kirby. I loved you long ago when you were little. I love you now as you push on to finish your journey. I love you when you fight. I love you as the last master of humankind. You should remember now and then what it's like to be loved. Aww. No. I still don't have Coin Sky of Dark. So I don't know. I don't remember what her other outfits were like. Oh my god, we got to do we have the entirety of like the Tunguska cast and, well, plus Habitrot? Ah, yeah. The Kentucky and team, and right, you just have all the moms like just between Kentucky. Okay, no, yeah, we got like everyone, like I said earlier, like a lot of servers are compatible with this. Hey, Draco! Ah. Oh, we have Shuten, Ibaraki, and Seatsunai. Gareth and Mordred. And Jekyll. It's a party. And so, at Nikitich's invitation, the Koenskaya's senpai... Oh, okay, so this is Mash's narration. And all of us enjoyed a delicious meal the likes of which we'd never tasted before. Dragon Hot Pot. Man, what would Gordall have to say about this shit? It's so good. See, what did I tell you? I did put a lot of work into it, but what really makes a great meal is enjoying it with good company. Aw, I thought we'd have like... Aw. I thought we'd have some extra dialogue with the Koenskayas. Aw, man, with all the build-up, like, I know, like, with Nikitich also doing this for Master as well. I mean, I get the sentiment and stuff, but I was kind of hoping for some dialogue exchange between the Koenskayas and Nikitich once we started the hot pot and everything. Oh man, I thought we'd get a couple more words out of it, like, even just like some words, not like a whole ass, like, you know, like extra cutscenes worth of dialogue between them or whatever. But oh man, they just like cut out like that. Cause like I was vibing along with the whole party thing with like Dragon Hot Pot and stuff. I'm like, you know what, sure. But I was hoping to have some extra dialogue alongside the hot pot there. So wait, let me see. Basically increased damage and slightly increased NP for all allies? I mean, I guess it would help increase her looping potential. Alright, so now we got 3 more to go. Okay, let's go with Da Vinci. Although, Caster Da Vinci though, that's interesting. Huh. And we're just using our regular parties for this. Alright. Alright, just so we don't get thrown for a loop, let me just get my invincible here. Oh, whoops. I forget, wait, who counts for demi-servants and everything? Hold on, let me check. Wait, what's it called again? Chaldea Morning. Living human allies. Pseudo-servants and such. Oh, okay. So we got... Okay, where is she? Alco... And then... Eris. And probably someone that's lower rarity because of team cost. Oh yeah, Taiga. Right. Okay, where the hell is Taiga? Oh, she's still like Bond 5. Oh, okay, hold on. I need to just look at 3 stars. Oh, Bond 7. There we go. Okay, there we go. Exactly. Although, Ibuki doesn't count for this, but fuck it. Waivers one as well? Yeah. I know I don't have like the full roster to like, or I didn't like put every slot that was applicable, but whatever. Ray ship successful, senpai. 19th century London. The fourth singularity has already started to correct itself. There's still a great deal of mist, but it's a normal mist. It's not the demonic. Oh wait. Is this because... Wait, hold on. How many things am I behind? Oh... Okay, so it's because... Okay, so I have to see this one first, and then there's a second interlude. I'm like, wait... We're talking about the fourth singularity, and there's Mash's regular form. I'm like, oh, there's like... I was like, oh, there's another interlude I'm missing here. Okay, so we gotta see the old interlude, and then the new one. Okay, I was like... Cause yeah, like, when I saw, like... Caster Da Vinci, I'm like, wait, I don't have her and she's been out for a while. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't see any carriages moving. Yeah, I mean, that really shows you how old this interlude is. Hello, Dr. Roman, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. It should gradually go back to normal. The iconic scene of people and carriages on the street should return soon enough. That's all thanks to you. Eventually, we will need to fix all the other singularities like that too. Well, rate-shifting to the singularities and corrections to the abnormalities are all unprecedented, so it's not that there aren't any concerns. Well, enough of that. I'm sure we'll learn more as we go. For now, let's keep moving forward. Understood, Doctor. Oh, Fo, you're with us again. When did you... now that we finished up all the small talk, can I get down to business? Can you hear me, Da Vinci? We need to prove our existence and adjust Shiba's evaluation angle at this time. Actually, are you sure you can leave all that to me and the staff? You can always come back, you know. Ahaha, so you caught me already. I guess it was inevitable. Hello, Da Vinci, I see you're still alive and kicking. Don't worry so much, Dr. Roman. We're in a singularity that's already finished correcting itself. Besides, this place is close to the modern age. It's the 19th century. With the abnormality corrected, proving our existence shouldn't be too hard, even for you. I know, but I just wanted you to understand what was going through my mind when I turned around and realized you had disappeared. I was afraid. I was petrified. Hardly half a second had gone by when I thought, huh? What the heck is that darn technical advisor doing? Is she playing? Oh, relax. Think of this as training in case of an emergency. In case there comes a time when I'm not around. Okay, it's been a while since I've been in London. Now that the pesky demonic fog is gone, let's see. Oh darn, things have barely gone back to normal. Oh, how disappointing. And where did we race shift to? Soho? We can't have any fun here. You love not touching the older interludes. When you do them, you see characters who are in the Lost But arc or in a different form. Whiplash. But yeah, like, I don't really remember too much from the earlier singularities, like, from America and before. And also the fact that, the fact that we walked the entirety of the United States of America and back in a matter of a couple days, that's actually not feasible at all unless, like, we're literally carried by our servants going at high-ass speeds across America. I'm just like, Nasu, that's not how distances work within America. That's way too much ground to cover. Seriously, is that supposed to be a critique? I wanted to go to Hyde Park. I wanted to go to the department store to shop with all the wonderfully fashionable ladies, and then head over to a club to socialize with a gentleman. I'm not asking to get to be a noblewoman, but I had at least hoped to cut loose a little. I see, to have fun as a lady. How expected, senpai. This is so like Da Vinci. First she race shifts just to take a break, and now she wants to enjoy herself by flying the usual gender roles of the time. Okay, calm down, Kirby and Mash. Don't get swept up by that all-balls whimsical nonsense. So wait, you should rephrase that. Is the event she finally became sunnable after it? I don't remember. Yes, Da Vinci. The reason why we race shifted here this time was not so we can go sightseeing, but I'm pretty sure she knows. I'm impressed, Kirby. You're starting to get me. Don't worry, of course I know. I know that a small abnormality was found in this fourth singularity. And I have a general idea of what it is. Our destination is the British Museum in Regent's Park. But the British Museum is... Yes, Senpai. First of all, I was the one who observed the abnormality. Well, there was something else that also bothered me. And I wanted to see it myself. So that's why I'm accompanying you. Of course I wasn't here to sightsee. I do not tell meaningless lies, because such a lie would eventually point towards the truth. That's why whenever I make any nonsensical lies, it's to ride along with someone else's lie, right, Romani? Well, if you say it that way, I don't really have a response to that. Whoa, I sense some criticism coming from over there. Come on, foe. Don't suspect the pretty big sister like that. Ah, the nerve on her to call herself pretty big sister is rather impressive. Yes, impressive. She is the fair Mona Lisa after all. And that's the spirit. This version of me is the true Mona Lisa. Except no substitutes. That makes my smile the world's greatest smile, right? Though, to be honest, yeah, I'm in no mood to smile right now. If only we were at least near Westminster, we could have swung by the National Gallery. Isn't that, Senpai, I believe it's an art museum in, Trafalgar Square. Correct. It seems some of my work is displayed there. And there's also a piece of work that I was the inspiration for. Mash? Oh, my apologies, Master. I was just thinking about what Da Vinci meant. Things that she directly worked on, or things that she was the inspiration for, remain years after. To have your work preserved in museums and have it receive praise and admiration from those who see it. I assume many people have seen it and been affected by it. I just thought that must be a very wonderful thing. Yep, it's one of the perks a cultural servant like her can enjoy. Most heroes make a name for themselves through the legend of their battles and victories. But it's truly rare to leave a lasting imprint on the world through your work alone. In that sense, Leonardo da Vinci has left an indelible mark on this world. She truly earned the title of universal genius. You're just waiting for old FGO slang to happen. During Legend Singularity, they toned it down. I don't remember. It's been so long. It's been so long since I last looked at the old story content from like part 1 with the 7 singularities and everything. It's the absolute truth, and Da Vinci is still considered to be the personification of that genius. Heh, keep praising me, Romani. Yes, I'm not only a helpful and beautiful big sister, but I am a true genius to boot. The beautiful big sister part is a bit much. By the way, the work of yours exhibited in the National Gallery is a painting, right? Yep, a large painting. Heh, do you think it was some mysterious code? No, not really. That would have been interesting, but I only thought that for a second, okay? What about the piece that you were a model for? Is that a painting too? A portrait? Wrong. Verrocchio, God. I stuck rolling my R's when I see the double R there. My mentor in painting used me as a model to paint a legendary being. Legendary... what was the theme? Something that was modeled after Da Vinci. Well, it was the Archangel Raphael. The Archangel Raphael? Isn't that angel almost always depicted as male? The Archangel Gabriel is usually the one who is frequently depicted as female. Oh, but wait. If the male Da Vinci was the model, it doesn't matter which gender I was back then. My mentor, Verrocchio, modeled the angel after me, Besides, it's up to the artist to decide how to depict his subject. In other words, the angel was not drawn to look like Da Vinci. But the angel was drawn based off of Da Vinci's way of life. Is that what you mean? Even so, doesn't the angel look too handsome? His soul, at least. Haha, thanks for those interesting reactions, Kirby, Mash, and Romani. Well, however I looked, I was extremely beautiful. Archangel or not, bring it on. When I think of Da Vinci's portrait, I thought it looked like an old man. Oh, I see. Are you thinking of my portrait as an old man? Well, I won't deny that. That was, after all, how I looked at one point. But you know, changing one's appearance is like changing clothes. You say that so casually, but I can't really imagine that. You think so? We managed to get to the basement. Yes, Fo, that's right. The Mages Association hasn't been completely fixed just yet. Most of the British Museum itself hasn't been restored, but this area is still the way it was before. Oh, thank goodness. If the correction of the singularity had progressed much further, we wouldn't have been able to infiltrate the place so easily. Especially for a place so labyrinthine. This place is the Mages Association's ultimate secret. This place is like a type of armory. It stores a bunch of rare and extremely precious books. And yet, we got in so easily. That's also made it easy for shady characters to sneak in. Do you feel it, Mash? Yes, I sense some magical energy up ahead. Senpai, please be careful. Alright, time for our obligatory fight. I assume they're spellbook type enemies. I thought the effects of the demonic fog were no more. Thick clouds of mystics naturally lay dormant in Britain. Even without the demonic fog, if we're in the time when reality is correcting the age itself, the fact that there are man-eating books around isn't surprising to me at all. Here they come. That sounded completely crazy, but she said it like it was normal. Anyway, yeah, it's time to battle. You know, part of me is kind of tempted to skip like the second section of this so we can get through the actual interlude that I was supposed to read. Cause like it really is just like Da Vinci just self-glazing like so much about herself. But yeah, once I realized that this was supposed to be part 1 interlude writing, I'm like, there's probably not much of note to recall from this. But I don't know, maybe I'll just read it anyways. Because it's only a 2-section deal. Well, there's one thing that's nice about like OLAF content. They didn't really have too many annoying gimmicks early on. Well, compared to now. So a lot of this is super easily brute forceable. All enemies defeated. Good work, Senpai. You too, Mash. Thank you. To freely walk around, huh? Since we're short-handed at Chaldea, it somewhat became my job to build the anti-infiltration program. It's not a particularly taxing job, but day and night, it's just been work, work, work. But ever since you formed the contract with me, I've been able to get involved in battle. Now that you mention it, it is rare for you to be with us from investigation to battle. Right? That's why I'm really happy. I'm excited. If it was field work, it would have been even better. Field work? If I'm outside, I can go all out. Making a bonfire in a place like this, making a bonfire in a place like this is frowned upon, you know? I didn't think it was true, but Leonardo really seems like she's out camping. I heard that, Romani. Oh, sorry, wait, that wasn't all bad, well, was it? Anyway, so is this labyrinth the source of London's abnormality? Da Vinci seems to be convinced that it is, and the fact that we encountered demonic books is all the proof we need. But the readings on my side aren't all that clear. The Mages Association battlefield that was originally there has reappeared, and it's interfering with our ability to gather information. Who knows, man-eating books hardly seem strange to me. And besides, I might have made a mistake. I was still human after all. Da Vinci making a mistake? You're kidding! You saw right through me. You're right. Like you said, I probably don't make mistakes. I'm almighty. While many desire to be so, I truly am. That's why I'm a bit saddened. I didn't want a reunion to be like this. During my time, I had not a single equal. I was a genius after all, and not just any genius, a universal genius. The talents that I was born with were not limited to any single field: painting, sculpting, architecture, carpentry, anatomy, natural science. Ah yes, and magecraft. All fields of human knowledge were my playground. There was nobody who was equal to me. Everyone trailed behind. Leonardo. But still, there were a few who could match me in a handful of fields. For example, yes, you. Magic energy detected. Yup. Michelangelo? The dialogue is not that deep early on. TMNT years ago. Ghost of Michelangelo as a generic ass ghost, but reddish pink. Oh boy. Wait, TMNT is a ghost. Press enter too early. But yeah, okay, once we get the conclusion cutscene, I'm just gonna skip it. Like, this is really whatever. Maybe they'll tell us something, but like, yeah, no, I just want to get to the next, the actual interlude that we're supposed to be here for. Okay, now is the moment we're waiting for. Also, wait, what's this Gordolf, CE? Checking reports, 20% for lawful and good servants. Oh. You only knew that guy from TMNT when you learned Turtles' names were of famous figures? Yeah, it is like a fun little trivia thing once you actually look into the names of why the Ninja Turtles were named, how they're named and everything. was there for my mother when she died. I suppose I should be grateful for that. And I am, truly. That all happened a long time ago. A very long time ago. My family were notaries in the village of Vinci. Had been for generations. They were pretty well off, all things considered. My parents were never married. My mother, Katerina, was beautiful, but she was also a peasant. Back then, there was no way she or my father, Messer Piero, could possibly have been permitted to make their love official. In others' eyes, she just wasn't good enough. But I don't want to say it because it's too crass, but that is essentially what people thought of their love. Still, that didn't stop them from having a beautiful child together. This is me, Leonardo. And boy was I cute, I think. But according to what I've heard, and considering what I look like now, how could I not have been? Yeah, what am I saying? Of course I was adorable. Let's just leave it at that. Getting back to my mother, Katerina. She married another man after she gave birth to me. They had many children of their own. That's all well and good. It was certainly better than continuing in a relationship that can never lead to marriage, and she didn't have to worry about me. My grandfather and uncle on the Da Vinci side took care of me. I grew up healthy and happy. It wasn't long before my abundant talents started helping me accomplish amazing things. I never forgot about my mother. It wasn't an obsession really, but I thought about her often. I think it was a Botticelli? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Who said that enough is plenty? It certainly sounds like something he'd say. Anyway, when I was about 40 or so, my mother fell ill. She died shortly thereafter. I had a bit of money back then, so I tended to her sometimes. That is why I was able to be there when she finally slipped off. Oh, I held her funeral as well. It was a rather nice funeral at that. Strangely, I can't recall whether I cried at all. Truly. I barely remember it at all. Still, I think I probably did. I was still a strapping young lad of 40 back then, after all, so I must have been more sensitive. Most importantly, I wasn't the universal genius back then that I am now. What's this? It seems your repose last night was somewhat less than restful, Miss Kirby. Did something unusual happen once again while you were asleep? My understanding is that this would hardly be the first time. I dreamed about Da Vinci. Me? I wonder why that could have happened. I must say, I don't recall it. Of course, there's no reason for me not to take you at your word. It could be that our connection is much stronger now that we have a contract that allows me to accompany you in battle. Anyway, I'm flattered. Sort of irritating that you're not able to control it, but that aside. We should be glad that our mass is having new and interesting experiences. So, just what kind of dream are we talking about here anyway? I think you were talking about someone. Perhaps it was something related to an experience an experience of hers from her lifetime. I wonder who it was. I knew so many interesting people in my lifetime. Was it, Botticelli, Mikey, Lorenzo the Magnificent, or maybe Isabella d'Este? Or how do you pronounce that? Ah, by the look on Miss Kirby's face, I would say it was none of those. It may not, therefore, have been someone of great historical significance. A question for you. In your dream conversation, how would you describe Miss Da Vinci's emotional state? I think she was... crying? Huh. Good one. You know I'm not really the one to turn on the waterworks, right? Oh. Did I wake you? Or were you still up? Either way, sorry for bothering you so late. So, I'm pretty sure you guessed why I'm here. I couldn't get a conversation from earlier out of my head. So I'm curious who I was talking to you about, you know, in that dream you had. First though, I should apologize. I think I had to figure it out as far as who it was once you dropped that little hint. I just didn't want to get into it there in the commander with so many people around. Even if I'm just filling in, I'm still their boss. It's hard to talk about sentimental stuff around them. Holmes, well, you know him. I'm sure he's got this whole thing figured out already. Anyway, like I said, I'm pretty sure I know who it was. I was talking about my mother, right? Katerina of Vinci Village, my beautiful mother. She never did get a chance to raise me, but she still brought me into this world. She's the woman who gave me life. I love her so much, and I'm sure she loved me too. Your mother, did she look like you do now? Who knows, though I am pretty sure she had a lovely smile. Things were complicated. She was my mother, yes, but she could never marry my father. Maybe I've already told you about this within that dream, so I'll be brief. I spent the last years of my mother's life with her in Milan. I was doing pretty well for myself back then, so I took steps to bring my birth mother to live with me. Not long after, she got so sick she collapsed. I remember going a little out of my mind, not knowing what to do. Thinking back, I realized I may have foolishly been responsible for shortening her life. It'd be a lie to say I didn't regret that, but still. I wouldn't trade those 2 years in Milan with her for anything. How familiar are you with my paintings? Ever heard of one I did called Virgin of the Rocks? Is it displayed in London or Paris? Both, although my apprentice did one of them, I think. I'm not sure. I painted it in Milan, a few years before I had my mother come live with me. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. But I also went way past the deadline on it. Things happen, you know? And I ended up delayed so long, all you could do was laugh. Huh, that's the laughing matter? Well, yeah, you're right, it's not. Boy, was the priest who commissioned it pissed. Then again, I was pretty pissed too once I saw that he wanted me to- oh wait. I was pretty pissed too once I saw what he wanted to pay me for it. As the name suggests, it's a painting of the Virgin Mary, the Madonna, sitting among some rocks. I think when I was making it, I must have been longing for some maternal presence myself. That's how it seems to me anyway, with the benefit of hindsight and all. While I was painting the Madonna, I started to miss my own mother, so much so that I ended up having her move out to Milan to live with me. I'm sure you've heard the saying, no use crying over spilled milk? Me, I've always had a different take on it. You can't put spilled water back in the pot. I think that's about the perfect summary of human life. Although if I'm being really honest, I think I think I might like the way Sun Tzu put it the best. Thus, though we have heard the stupid haste- Thus, though we have heard of stupid haste in war, cleverness has never been associated with long delays. Thus prompted by Miss Kirby's dream. The heroic spirit Leonardo da Vinci has a premonition, and decides she would like to take some manner of action. Just as she did when she brought her mother to live with her. Do I have that right? How long have you been there? Is Holmes right? I hate to admit it, but I suppose he is. I do want to take action here, just like I did with my mother. And if I'm going to do that, I need your help, just like last time. Last time? You mean with Michelangelo? Oh, okay, yeah, so it does make sense that they're referring to that interlude. The last scene of which I kind of skipped. I'm so glad you remembered. Yup, exactly like that. I suppose I'm being a bit nostalgic again. God, it's so hot right now. I'm having like a little trouble focusing right now because of the heat and I guess like a little bit of like hunger right now. Like the stuffy hot temperature in my room right now combined with a bit of hunger, like I'm having a little trouble focusing right now. But I do want to get through these interludes. Coordinates set for Europe, on the outskirts of Milan, 1524. This appears to be a minute singularity, most likely caused by a small Holy Grail fragment. It's just as you said, Da Vinci. Tea time. I actually do have some, some cold brew tea that's sitting in the fridge right now, but I still need to wait a couple more hours for it to cold brew a fair amount. Cause like I put it in like in the afternoon, so I mean it should or could be ready right now, but I'll check on it after the stream. But yeah, it should be good to tide me over for the heat, like for part of tonight. Although drinking cold brew tea probably not the best idea at night, but it's better than drinking like a whole bunch of coffee at night. Who would ever drink coffee at night, right? Nah, it couldn't be me. Just last night. It's just as you said, Da Vinci. I can't believe you called it so accurately before the command room could observe it with Sheba. I thought this might be a good time to try my hand at Freudian dream interpretation, but it seems that won't be necessary here. Most impressive, Da Vinci. Just the sort of thing I would expect from you. Though I suppose something of that ease may be owed to the precision of Master's dream. Commencing race shift. Be careful out there, senpai. See you later. Okay, hold on. God, it's so hecking hot right now. I can't focus, dude. Speaking of focusing, y'all know wait, hold on. Y'all know the AAA slander video out there with the AAA Mario video and everything? Apparently, they put out like a longer version of all that, and they fucking got in for the joke Deborah Wilson. And I'm just like, oh my god, she understood the assignment so goddamn well. It's so dumb. Cause you have all the tropey AAA dialogue, but with like the skin of a Mario game in like somewhat in the Unreal Engine or some shit. Bro, it was fucking wild. They got Deborah Wilson to as like a guest voice. It's so dumb. But yeah, man, like when they kind of make a parody of AAA dialogue, they really do use all the same kind of like lines or conversational quirks and shit. Like you really can't take it seriously, like when you hear it like anywhere else. This is a sight for sore eyes. I haven't seen the Duchy of Milan like this in ages. Pasta faux? Oh, Faux, you snuck along too? Are you sure you wouldn't rather be with Mash? I see. So like beautiful women, do you? As it happens, I do too. What good taste you have. Raid ship successful. Readings show you should be in the eastern part of Milan. Good. I must admit though, this is a different time period than when I lived here. So I don't know the place as well as it is now. It was pretty peaceful back then, but France and Venice have always loomed large as threats. As much as people went about their lives quietly, there was a certain tension in the air. I remember the local hotshot, Il Moro, took a liking to me. I used to play the lyre for him. Lyre, as in the instrument? Sure is. Alright then, let's just go for a walk and see where we... Well, never mind that. Looks like we race-shifted just about exactly where we needed to be. There they are, plain as a nose on your face. They could have waited until nightfall. See? Hostile detected! A lot of them! It looks like they have the Holy Grail with them. Alright, let's get this show on the road, shall we? I am, of course, a combat genius too, so just sit back and let Da Vinci handle this. Let's see what you got. Here they come! Just look at all these demons. Man, they couldn't be more obvious that they tried. Look at what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. I'm only part way through season 2 of Invincible right now. I'm having fun watching Invincible. It is nice seeing the... It is nice being able to see the memes that have come up over the years. Actually, let me be right back to grab something while this goes off.
見栄はいらぬと申しても夏の暑さに喉カラカラ息吹の御霊八脈怒涛
Well, sadly couldn't find the thing I was looking for. Da Vinci magic rivals second magic. Not sure about that.
要請接続覚悟負けないぞ
夏が来たりてかぎろい揺れて雨が来たりて
Oh yeah, wait, with the new interludes, doesn't that mean with Edison, doesn't he have multiple? Interlude. Oh wait, no, that's just the... What was it? Oh, okay, wait. Let me just check the interlude campaign again. So wait, who do they feature? So Taiga Wong, Nikitich. Oh, it's just these two. Oh, okay, so technically I'm already done with what I need to do. It's just I might as well pick up interludes of other servants that I don't have, like Kintoki, Da Vinci, and who was the other one that that was there? I forget. Oh, okay. Wait, let me check something again while I cue this. So wait, pre-release campaign. Half AP and rank ups for interludes of Suzuka, Emiya, Sei Shonagon, Leonardo Ryder, Waver, Thomas Edison, Da Vinci, Murasaki Shikibu, Gray, Locusta, Kiyohime, Kintoki, Tamamo Cat, and MASH. Oh. Hey, Bontex. So wait, let me check Kintoki's interludes. Okay, so he has 2 interludes. But yeah, like I just found out just now, the only new ones were actually Taiga Wong and Nikitich, which we've finished already. Huh. Okay, maybe after we finish Da Vinci here, like I think I might end up calling this early after I do this, because I cannot focus right now with how hot it is right now. And the worst thing It's actually gonna get even hotter, which is gonna be the more unbearable part. Like, oh my god. That takes care of them, but... That's right, it's not over yet, still more of them here. The BBEG in particular. BBEG? I can tell it's not a servant, but it's still got a lot of magical energy. It must have absorbed the Holy Grail fragment to get its magical energy levels this high. You're right, Da Vinci. I can see those exceptional magical energy readings from here too. It must possess a small Holy Grail, or a fragment of a larger one. I figured, yeah. And don't you just look the part. Hey there, Salai. Salai? Gian Giacomo, Caproti. While she lived, Da Vinci took him under her wing when he was still a young boy. Or is it Gian or Gian? Or Gian? I have no idea. Gian? I don't know. He became Da Vinci's apprentice in Milan in 1490, where they grew close as family. Family? Now I see. Since he died in 1524, this minute singularity must have occurred when the small Holy Grail turned him into a ghost. It would seem you were right on the mark, Miss Da Vinci. The Salai I knew already had a fragment, so I figured he must have been the one affecting Mass's dreams. I had a hunch, really, and it turned out to be dead on. Though I wish it wasn't. You're the only person I ever knew who could, who would think to pester me like the Salai. Still, why is it a ghost this time around too? Ah, well, guess you never did get to a point where you'd be enshrined in the throne. Besides, if you were, I'm pretty sure all your bad habits would put you pretty firmly on the anti-hero end of things anyway. He was just a kid, right? He was a beautiful kid, adorable even. Oh, I love his curly hair. He may not have quite been at my level, but he was still as lovely as an angel. She's leading off by extolling the virtues of pretty boys. That's our Da Vinci, I guess. Oh my god. But he was a freaking brat too. He was easily 4 times as mischievous as the average person. So wait, you're off. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, take care, Urban. Hope you enjoyed tonight and everything. He used to sell my shoes just to buy candy, steal my silver brushes. Hell, he'd steal anything that wasn't nailed down, really. Broke my pots while we ate. Just thinking about it pisses me off. So I gotta say, a brat like you appearing before the maestro as a wandering ghost, just like what happened with Michelangelo, ticks me off even more than I thought it would. Shut your damn hole. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? I kind of regret not having the foresight to look up exactly which interludes were new and then just kind of like deciding to just go from there. Yeah, like... Again, not like we were expecting much from interludes from Part 1 FGO. Or at least like... Yeah, like from like the singularities and shit. But, oh boy. Get me out of here.
夏の女神が衆生に告げる。踊りなさいな、騒ぎなさいな。すっきり。
Right, I didn't see the counter on the top right of how many enemies were present. Well, more demons.
適当にやっとくわ。
夏が来たりてかぎろい揺れて 雨が光りて命が騒ぐ息吹の御霊八脈怒涛。
今回はうまくいきました。
Hostiles eliminated. Automatically collecting Holy Grail fragments per the usual protocol. And collected. That takes care of that. Ah, damn it, Salai. I heard you died 5 years after I did. Why'd you have to go and do that while you're still so young? What a damn waste. Even if it was just bad luck that led you to the Holy Grail and turned you into a ghost. You have no business dying while you're still so young. You really were nothing but a pain in the ass until the end, weren't you? You probably wanted to have a real talk with him, huh? I don't know about that. Sure, he ended up as an evil rampaging ghost, but I think that suited him in an odd sort of way. What better way for a hellion like him to cause as much trouble as he wants, after all? In that sense, we were lucky to meet him like this. Hey now, no getting all gloomy on me. If Da Vinci says it's okay, then it's okay. I do like that sensitive side of yours though. I hope that's something you can hold on to. Always. Alright then, what do you say we get ourselves back to Chaldea? I'm sure you'll sleep soundly tonight, Master. Any dreams you may have will surely be sweet. Oh. Hey, Maestro? I don't get it. You held a proper funeral for your mother, right? So why aren't you doing anything this time around? Oh, Maestro. This is why you still have all those regrets, you big dummy. Yep, I get the feeling that's what Celaya was telling me. I know he wasn't actually saying anything, of course, but that's still the impression I got. This wasn't a prediction or anything like that, just a feeling. I swear. That little imp never did have any problem saying the sort of things no one else would dare to. But you know, Salai, even if I couldn't give you a proper funeral, I still feel like I gave you a proper send-off. Even if I'm the only one who feels that way. Alright, I guess I better get started. Or wait. Guess I better start getting things ready. Well, getting my spare ready, really. Ah, okay. I forget, so was this the first time Da Vinci mentioned Rider Da Vinci, the basically I think homunculus version of, or was it homunculus? I forget the categorization of Rider Da Vinci. But yeah. Now tell me when my number could be up, so I gotta be sure I'm ready for anything. That's probably part of the reason why Celai showed up now. Demons have long been harbingers of death. While I'm at it, you know what? I think I'll model it after my childhood appearance. Holmes probably already has an idea of what I'm up to, but I don't see him having an issue. He may always play it pretty close to the chest, but he had my back again. With this, and he kept his mouth shut when he should have. I wonder what you think about this plan if you were here. You'd probably have a big problem with it, wouldn't you? Well, sorry. I've just got to go through with it. Lady Luck has been awfully kind to me in this life and in the last. So to make up for that, even if my next death does turn out to suck pretty badly. Man, that's putting it lightly. That's putting it real lightly, Da Vinci. I think I'll just have to roll with it. Yeah, okay, so that was supposed to be the foreshadow of, like, before we get into the ordeal call. Huh. But yeah, okay, I guess, like, we're not gonna get to... Actually, let me see how long Kentucky's is. Yeah, it's like, 2 things, but... Oh, wait, we can jump right... Oh, we can jump back to the interlude from that era. Okay, that's neat. Oh, but yeah, so I need to get through some other rank ups as well. Then we need to get these sorted out. But... And, let's just ignore the existence of the, advanced quests here. Yeah... But okay, I think that'll be it for tonight. I can't focus right now with this hecking heat wave that's kind of going over right now. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna go call it here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Zenless Zone Zero, because that's what I've got planned for tomorrow. And for the next couple days, like, we got Zenless, we're going back to do more of the Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era campaign, and then after that, we'll get back to East Origin to continue the Unica campaign. So yeah, 5 days until Wind Lady, and I don't have the polys for her. Although I will say, I did try to go for Starlight Billy. I lost my 50-50 to Grace. So, no Starlight Billy, but at least I got a guarantee for Valina when she comes out. But there's also the fact that I actually did lose to Grace, so I actually am building her up right now. But unfortunately I don't have her W engine though. But yeah. Anyways, I'll see you all later. God, I really need to get some cold water right now. It's so hecking hot right now. Like, oh my god. 3.0 is like 110 impulse. Yeah. But yeah, I'll go get some rest because I feel like real exhausted from the heat right now. All right, take care, everyone. See you later.